3, 2, 1.
Atrocity is recognized as such by victim and perpetrator alike, by all who learn about it at whatever remove. Atrocity has no excuses, no mitigating argument. Atrocity never balances or rectifies the past. Atrocity merely arms the future for more atrocity. It is self-perpetuating upon itself, a barbarous form of incest. Whoever commits atrocity also commits those future atrocities thus bred. The Apocrypha of Muad'Dib. Welcome back to Dune Saga, everyone.
That's what
This
I've been trying to get across to people this whole time. You said it much
Indeed, indeed.
easier. Much better.
Welcome back to Dune Saga, everybody. This is season 5 of our campaign here on the Stolen Fires channel. I'm Eric, the GM for this epic multi-arc adventure series, which continues tonight with our final storyline, the Eye of the Storm. A warm welcome to and salutations to everybody, old viewers and new viewers alike, to this channel here on Twitch, where there's always an awesome TTRPG live play to look forward to. Just as a content warning, this program features adult situations and language and may not be suitable for all ages, so viewer discretion is advised. Because we live in hell, we feel the need to remind everybody at the top of our show that the people of Gaza and the West Bank are still subject to terrible violence, despite the so-called ceasefire. So leading relief efforts online are the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights, or USCPR, and the Palestine Children's Release Fund, or PCRF. So head on over to the uscpr.org or the pcrf.net website to donate what you can to networks and network of activists and organizations who are committed to freedom, justice, and equality. Again, that's uscpr.org for the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights and pcrf.net for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. Music attributions, shoutouts go to Pixabay, Scott Buckley, Darren Curtis Music, Coag Music, Tabletop Audio, Repulsive Sound, and Blear Moon. You can find more awesome ambient sounds and tunes over at screenpress.bandcamp.com, scottbuckley.com.au, YouTube Music, and pixabay.com/music. Thank you to our fans and our viewers for tuning in. Our house entourage is here and ready to engage in the deadliest of intrigues. Agents of the Imperium, tell our audience who you are, where they can find you online, and who you will be playing this evening. Beginning with Leo.
Hello, my name is Leo, and I'll be playing Archibald tonight.
You look so tired.
I am. It's been a rough. It's I wouldn't say rough. It's just been a long couple days.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Aaron.
that.
Aaron is also here, portraying the head of the guild.
Nope, she's here. She's here.
Oh, there she is. Welcome back.
Apologies, everyone. It's very windy in the valley today.
I was just going around the table introducing everybody. If you'd like, you can go next.
Oh, all right. Hello, everyone. I am Aaron, pronoun she, Faye. I am playing Administrator Eloise, head of the Spacing Guild, whose pronouns are she, they.
And last but not least, of course, Rachel.
Hello. I am your producer. So I'm a little distracted at the moment, but hello. My name is Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires. Welcome to my channel. I'm happy to have everybody here. You can find previous shows of Dune and everything else we've run on the channel over at youtube.com/stolenfires. And I will be playing Lady Daphne, the Sayadina who has had to leave Arrakis and has feelings, lots of complicated feelings about that.
Very good. And now for a recap over the previous session, Aaron, if you may be so kind.
Yes, indeed. I am ready. We return to the former compound on House Yassi with a temporarily disabled Lysander who has no idea why he suddenly turned on the family he'd sworn to protect. But Daphne refuses to give up on him. Dr. Yue promises to use his skills to figure out what's going on. He and Beatrice start addressing Lysander's high body temperature. But first, they should do something about the thinking machine. Daphne asks if it has a name. It does. Patroclus. Evil Greek names. And it further reveals Lysander has been infected by Allfather, aka Agamemnon. The only solution is open brain surgery. When she asks about Archibald, the thinking machine says he is 0% infected. Dr. Yui pulls Daphne aside and asks how well she knows Archibald. Not well, she admits. She knows Lysander is loyal to the house. Perhaps they'll both have to be put under quarantine, though that will partly be up to the guild. Speaking of the guild, Lady Eloise is here with her own entourage, making nice with Duke Akaz. She's brought to an antechamber for a private meeting. She carefully evaluates the other people in the room with her, especially the physician's assistant, and notices that one of the man's teeth glints with a strange light. Suddenly, she feels as if she's in incredible danger. The assistant cracks down on his tooth, sweating profusely. She can almost see the light coming from beneath his forehead as a cloud of something blows out of his mouth. Eloise manages to turn her shield on just in time to not breathe in any of it. Everyone else in the room dies. Eloise escapes. She finds out from the guards that Lysander has taken an ornithopter and flown off to the old compound. The guild has sent their own people to follow. Fortunately, Archibald is able to keep the guild at far enough distance that they don't find the thinking machine. Eloise and Daphne speak, and Eloise says that Ix has tried to kill her. Daphne wonders why they would try so quickly. Would they not be allies in the fight against Allfather? Eloise sends her the data she found, and Beatrice and Dr. Yui analyze it. There's something else going on, as Lysander's treatment was far more invasive than it had to be. Daphne suggests there might be more factions on Ix than previously assumed. Archibald tries to interact with the thinking machine, learning that the Allfather is more of an amalgamation of many human minds, perhaps the same way that the Bene Gesserit can access their ancestral memories. He learns Lysander's brain has been colonized by the Allfather's nanites and receives regular broadcasts from some node on some world somewhere. Lysander is aware and watching the whole exchange, and understands how much he's been used and manipulated. It's time to leave. Eloise orders the guild to accept no other shipments from Ix and to scour the local systems for a broadcast node. Everyone boards the guild shuttle. Mossam pulls Daphne aside. He's never been in that much danger around her before, and he wants to teach her the voice. They spend the rest of the trip practicing. Meanwhile, Archibald seeks out Anessa. They need to find more nodes. Anessa suggests a mapping protocol, and Archibald tries to remember as much as he can, and where he was whenever he experienced something from Allfather, Arrakis and Tupile. Elsewhere, Lysander finds himself free to move and act. He's barely been on a Highliner this big. On his way to speak to Daphne, he notices the quite obviously Harkonnen cuddling a small dog, and the beautiful blonde woman in tactical armor who speaks with an exile's accent. And of course, the Talaxo clone of Alicia, referred to as Beatrice. Lysander finds Daphne and Mossam practicing the voice. Mossam gives them some privacy, but Lysander admires how much he's grown up. Daphne fills Lysander in on what has happened, keeping only a few things back. As they speak, the intercom comes on. There's some sort of low-level alarm spreading through the ship. The passengers should return to their quarters. This means it's time for Eloise to meet with the other navigators. The navigators filter into a vast chamber where Edric waits, the scent of melange heavy in the air. Administrator Eloise steps forward, leaning fully into this meeting. They must discuss restructuring the guild and procuring new funding, and of course, the resolution on Kaitane, and the need for a new headquarters. This is going to be a long meeting. Eloise takes the floor. She begins by saying she doesn't relish becoming an administrator, but she understands why she's been given the job. Her prescience is far superior. She's already secured a tentative alliance with the Fremen. She also declares the guild is no longer neutral, for the Emperor and most of the Landgrad are compromised by thinking machines. She intends to depose the Emperor and eradicate House Harkonnen. Some voices raise against her, but she rebuts their shock and anger. Edric is also cautious, but Eloise insists the Emperor is now Allfather's pawn. Edric is more concerned over the optics of the situation. Eloise, however, cannot forget the figure she saw in the far future. She will not allow that future to come to pass. She will save humanity. She also insists that every guild member subject themselves to examination by the new Jihad. This isn't popular, but Edric allies himself firmly with Eloise, insisting that her will be done and the guild and humanity be preserved. In the end, the majority of the guild sides with Eloise. At the end of the meeting, Eloise appoints Edric as her chief advisor. She then speaks of prescience, and knowing why Edric originally planned to kill all the Cheshires, she demands to know if any of the navigators experience a vision of the future, out of fear of her own personal vision. Her intent made clear, she strides out of the room. Back to the rest of the ship, Daphne presents Nadim with the antidote. They play some minor mind games with each other, over Daphne handing it over freely, but then warning Nadim it might be contaminated with nanites. Either way, Nadim chooses to take the antidote, and whatever will be, will be. When Daphne suggests he consults with Dr. Yue, Nadim quietly balks. He knows Dr. Yue's original role in the Harkonnens' plans. And Nessa next inquires if Archibald can talk to his friend regarding security. If the Emperor is planning to destroy Nova Gaia, that would cause billions of deaths. She wants Archibald to use his influence on Eloise to embargo the entire system, giving them enough time to evacuate. Archibald is amenable, but wonders what Eloise might want in exchange. Anessa will pay. The two of them pay a call on Eloise. Archibald gets right to the point about Tupile. Eloise knows Tupile cannot be destroyed without the cooperation of the Guild, unless the Emperor uses the Hayliners currently being constructed on Ix. Eloise pivots her attention to Anessa, requesting her assistance in investigating and purging any affected navigators, and offers a wealth of melange in exchange. Anessa warns that the procedure is dangerous and painful. Eloise doesn't care. And for the first time in a long time, Anessa seems like she's feeling hope. Alone together, Eloise offers... I forgot about this. Eloise offers Archibald a handful of melange, perhaps to provoke a vision, and he isn't sure if he should reject or accept it. Eloise feeds him a capsule worth, and as soon as it hits his taste buds, his awareness opens. He wonders how the Allfather is connected to him, and the spice reveals there's no connection. Archibald confronts his new existence as a clone while he wonders what other truths to pursue. He realizes now the Allfather imposed his own mind onto Archibald's consciousness, but that also means that what Allfather knows could potentially be accessible to Archibald. If only he could figure out a way to unlock the door. There might be a way, one demanding personal sacrifice. And then the Hayliner's intercom system warns everyone to prepare for another jump. The ship emerges into the Ix system. Daphne consults with Nadim on the best approach. Sneaky or forthright? Daphne ponders what she knows of the politics. House Vernius has close ties to House Atreides. She also knows of House Bavara and Randall working in the shipyards with Sadakar oversight. Then there's John Tura, the president of the Technocratic Council. Daphne opts to make some surreptitious contact with House Vernius, but calls the council first. Eloise senses the presence of the same mind she felt earlier. She's off-kilter from the spice, but says that the Atreides still live, and that will make Vernius happy. Archibald enters, also still processing the effects of the spice. They discuss how to approach, how to find allies, and spot enemies. In the end, it's decided that Eloise will arrive as a guild representative, here to conduct an audit. There's a bit of digression as to who might succeed the Emperor, with no clear consensus despite many volunteers. At the end, Daphne realizes someone has been spying on the meeting. Mossum. He confronts Daphne, accusing her of remaining loyal to the Sisterhood. She says she's loyal to him and will do what she has to in order to protect him. Yes, but then who protects her? Mossum just demands as he storms out of the room.
Okay, very good. Thank you for reading that, Aaron. And thank you for Rachel, as always, for writing the excellent recaps. Now we can continue with the drama. So we'll start off as you all arrive aboard the Ark to Ix. The alarm goes off. Everybody, goes into their suites, and then the Ark arrives on target, and you're able to see the new shipyards. You're able to see the new, the new Highliners that they've constructed. Significantly smaller than the other ones, the ones that you're already familiar with. But these, you suspect, are going to be outfitted with some sort of automated navigational systems, which is Edric's primary concern. And one of the reasons why you're here is to try to uncover how far along they are on that project, and if possible, retain some sort of a prototype of it and either destroy it or slow it down significantly so that it can't be implemented. Obviously, there are great concerns with that kind of technology being implemented, not just because of it breaks Butlerian edicts, but also because if Allfather is able to get their hands on them, he could conceivably turn an entire fleet of Guild Hayliners into his own personal ICBMs, among many other things. So, once the Ark has arrived, you all kind of have autonomy to do what you wish, as you're now a part of the head of the guild's entourage. That is to be expected in Verni City, where House Vernius has their own people there to receive you in kind upon reaching the spaceport. So it largely depends who wants to go and how you want to conduct yourselves once you're there.
We have one volunteer.
Sorry.
Daphne will go, but she'll kind of follow Eloise's lead.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. What about Archibald and Inessa?
Is Anessa with me? I thought she went back.
No, she came with you off of when you guys left Ikaz. As a clarifying question, though, is Beatrice and Dr. Yue also with you on the Ark? Did they leave Ikaz, or did they remain to do their research? Because they needed, depending on what kind of treatment that you were potentially seeking to create, it would have been days or weeks.
I mean, I would have wanted to keep them with us.
Okay.
Because they also need to work on Lysander, too.
Right. His physical rehabilitation, which is taking some time given everything that's happened so far. So he's kind of under constant watch now by the doctor and so on. Okay.
And the guild.
And the guild. Yeah.
So, Archibald honestly would like to actually. Is there like some sort of historian that knows of like specifically the Great War back in the day?
Oh, you mean the jihad?
What?
The Butlerian jihad?
Yeah, the lands are like some sort of historian, or was it just like one big no? You can't talk about the machines or anything like that.
Oh, no. That's common knowledge. I mean, as far as like detailed information, it would be difficult to find somebody aboard the guild ship, you imagine. However, there are film books that have that kind of knowledge.
No, on the planet that we're on.
Oh, Ix? Absolutely, yeah. This is the place where this is one of the primary places that took place within the war that is prominent as part of that history. And yeah, a lot of the history is contained inside within the planet. If you go, like, they have great memorials and museums and all manner of experts on history on the subject. So finding one on planet wouldn't be that difficult once you get into the major part of the city. Is your plan to try to read up on what happened before, like the specifics?
Correct, and I would like to actually, because the Allfather has honestly done this before. Mm-hmm. So, and we defeated them in we're here now, which basically means we defeated them in some way, shape, or form.
Correct.
I want to know more about that and specifically my condition.
Okay. So yeah, you can go with your Varangian guard if you want to take them along. Although doing so might kind of cast doubt on the validity of your cover as an entourage to the head of the administrator here. So you may have to tell them against their own wishes to remain behind on the ship to guard Lysander or whoever while you accompany the rest of the group.
I have a proposal. Could we dress the Varangian guard as if they were guild escorts?
You could try.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Point taken. Military pride, got it. Better than infiltration.
You wouldn't be able to do that, but under the direction of their charge, then they may be convinced to do so. Like if they have to do it, then they'll be like they'll sigh and then they'll get changed.
I'll leave that up to Archibald.
Could I what's the possibility of getting found out if we did do that?
If they're disguised as guild envoys, very slim. I mean, the guild security is not known to be chatterboxes, and neither are your Varangian guards, so they should be able to fit in fairly nicely, unless they veer too far off target, and as more often than not, they're going to stick around very close to you because you are the person that they're here to protect. So, as long as you maintain your cover, their cover is secured.
And I'm sure I can do the same thing with myself and maybe get into a guild uniform or something, like a guild higher up or something like that.
Precisely. That's kind of the impetus here, is that everybody kind of dons a disguise to accompany Elois onto the planet as part of the supposed audit. And then you go from there, basically.
Correct. Yeah, then I'd be willing to do that.
I believe it was Daphne prior to arriving here that you did a little bit of research, just some general knowledge of your grasp of Ixian politics, and it's a fairly complex web of factions that are and houses both major and minor. The big major house, of course, is House Vernius, who is an ally to House Atreides, as history has shown, countless times. However, there are a slew of minor houses that serve beneath or at the behest of House Vernius, but they all have kind of their own agendas, as houses typically do. And then there's the Technocratic Council, which is somehow divorced from the houses in their totality, and in fact, it seems that they hold, or perhaps wield, more power than even that of House Vernius, which is a little strange, but it is possible that there is something behind that. So there are lots of little threads you can pull on here in terms of investigating what's going on Ix, and there's a lot of different avenues that you can use to pursue your overall goal. With that being the investigating of this automated navigational system protocol that they're developing. So yeah, you guys get your groups together. The Varangian Guard, get over it and get changed. Is Inessa going to be accompanying you to the planet surface? Not to the planet surface, but to Verney City and the center of the planet with you, Archibald?
If she wants to, up to her.
Yeah, she'll suck up her pride and put on a guild uniform and come with. She wants to see this through, Primarily, she's interested in making catching an opportunity to speak with Eloise so that she can get some sort of a timetable or something like that as to when the guild can potentially work on trying to protect or evacuate the people of Earth, of Nova Gaia. If indeed the Emperor does pull the trigger on this resolution and plan on destroying the entire system. So she's very, she comes with you, and she's looking forward to that opportunity. Anybody else you want to take with you?
I think Daphne is saying that everybody is disguising themselves. Because she can't disguise her eyes. Will make herself look as Fremen as possible.
There are ways of disguising your eyes, actually.
Okay.
They basically create these contact lenses that you can utilize. I'll say that if you can make a, this is covert stuff. So we could say a discipline or understand roll with an average of 2 successes. If you can manage to do that, you can create the temporary asset for the scene.
So I think I still want to appear to be Fremen.
Oh, you do?
In
Okay.
Fremen disguise. Because Eloise is yeah, we're working out a deal with the Fremen for spice, and I'm yep, sure are.
Oh, I see.
Sure are.
Okay, fair enough. So you want to act as a sort of from an ambassador to the guild.
Yeah.
In this particular case. Okay, interesting.
Um,
All right, so then it's just the
She
three of
kind
you
of
with
is
Nessa.
even
What's that?
already.
So I would also like to. Is there a way that I can actually, because to a certain extent, I am Archibald and Inez are basically speaking on behalf of Two Pile. Is there
Well,
any? What'd you say?
yeah, the exiles don't have a place within the Imperium. They are literal exiles. So it's not something that you want to advertise.
Okay.
As it is already, like, you know, you're the at you're guests of the guild, if only because Eloise is the administrator here. If that
Okay.
weren't the case, it'd be like, get the fuck out, depending on who
Okay.
the head of
That
the
makes
guild
sense.
is.
Never mind. I was gonna ask, like, hey, do you think we could like ask them to be like, hey, can you evacuate? I'm like, okay, never mind.
I will say though that you have you do know that the exiles on Tupile under the auspices of Allfather have been able to get their hands on their own Hayliner, and had a black market technologist pipeline going on between the Outer Worlds and Ix. So they have some kind of a go-between here. They have people in place or connections in place that they're able to acquire this sort of technology that they had.
Okay, then yeah, I would like to investigate that as well.
Okay, excellent.
Um,
Mhm, go ahead.
I will, before we disembark entirely, I will tell everyone that's going with us on the transport to watch for erratic movement and watch their people's teeth. Just given what happened to her on the other
Money
yes.
Kaz, yeah.
Yes. Eloise would be like, I'm probably going to be the target, but just be careful.
Varangian Guard and everybody nods. Did you want to bring Varys along for this, Daphne?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. You before you disembark, you overhear Mossum and Varys arguing. Do you
What are they arguing
listen
about?
in, or do you listen in, or do you just do you interrupt what's happening?
I'll listen in for like 5 seconds to try and figure out what they're arguing about.
5
Sure.
seconds.
You catch the tail end of this back and forth they're having. Varys says something like, we're all called to do things in life that we didn't anticipate or want. You know, instead we have to rise to meet those occasions. And right now you're being called to take an opportunity, and something about guiding the Imperium and da da da. And he's like, oh yeah, another Carino on the throne. You know, how different will that be for everyone? I wonder. And he says something like sight of Aunt Eloise, and he's heard cries of the dead, and he said he feels like he's haunted.
I think about that point, Daphne will step in and say, "What's this about Eloise?"
They both look at you, and you see, like, Varys had chased after him after he left the meeting room, and he saw that you tried to talk to him, and he left all distraught. And he goes to speak, but Massam kind of cuts him off, and he's like, he's like, I don't have the same gifts as Aunt Eloise, but I've heard the cries of the dead, and and it comes part and parcel with the path that you're seeking to put me on. And they're like ghosts. I can't shut them out. He says. They just grow stronger with every year.
So, one thing I want you to understand, Masum, I am not trying to put you on any particular path. I want you to walk the path that you want to walk.
Like, no, I suppose that honor goes to the Sisterhood, who you still technically belong to. Do you not?
I can't unlearn the training that they've given me. But no, I would not receive a warm welcome in any Sisterhood chapter house.
So does this mean that I'm free to make up my own determination? Because everybody seems to want me to take my father's place.
I'm telling you what I want for you. The rest of the Imperium have their own designs and plans that you have my word I will do my best to protect you from,
Yeah.
but I
You
cannot
see,
promise success.
yeah, you see Varys backs you up. He's like, yeah, you're like me. We're a product of our upbringing. You know, we're trained to resist compulsion. Uh, that has to count for something. I mean, who else should take the throne, right? The Atreides Duke, or Harkonnen? Um, and he's like, look, I get it. I understand you don't want it, but obviously we're gonna differ on that. But um, I feel that you're better suited for it because you don't want it. But
I would
if that's
agree
what
with
if you don't want
that.
it, that's fine.
I would agree with that. I would rather. Well, no, I would rather you do what you want to do, but my desires might not be strong enough to outweigh an Imperium full of manipulation and politicking.
His head's spinning. He's just like, I just want to go back to how things were before. But then, as soon as he finishes his sentence, he knows that that's not possible because there's no going back anymore.
Yeah,
Kyra's
Daffy's
gone
just
forever.
shaking her head like,
Mhm.
I wish we could all go back to the way it was before, but then I wouldn't know about you, and you wouldn't know about me, and I wouldn't have Beatrice or Varys or Zoshir.
Kyra's inner voice pitches in a little bit, and like, oh, my son, like we're not all, as long as we reside within, we're not gone forever.
And I'll tell
Uh,
that to Mason.
hmm He kind of nods and thanks you.
Have you tried to access Kyra's memories?
I don't know how I would do that, he says. I don't know how you're doing that.
Massive amount of spice. Maybe something to talk about once we get back to Arrakis.
Yeah, I'd like that, he says.
If
Yeah.
Daphne's like, what is the best way to tell him this? If you do go through with it, first off, many men have tried. Most have died. And if you do succeed and live, you will be the person that the Bene Gesserit have spent 10,000 years trying to find.
It feels like this overwhelming dread of or terrible purpose suddenly come onto him, and like oh no, like he dreads even that being true. Like a fate worse than death,
I can unlock my maternal. All Bene Gesserit can unlock their maternal side. What the Bene Gesserit have been looking for is a man who can access his paternal memories.
I've heard Mother speak of this in passing. She was part of that program.
As are you. I know you don't want to be, but that's why you were born.
If it means that I could speak with her then I'll do anything.
You won't be able to speak with her again, but you'll be able to be close to her through her memories.
I understand.
It's not the same. I feel the same with my mother, Adelaide. It's a comfort, but it's its own kind of loss.
He's like, I'll definitely consider it, he says. And Varys is like, good. We gotta head off. So, just stay close to these guys and Make sure you stay out of trouble next time. Of course, he says. He has a little bit of a glimmer in his eye ever since he realized that Paul and the rest of the Atreides are still alive, which is not something that he knew prior to that meeting that you had. Varys is like, he appears sweaty and like bruised in different places and stuff like that. And he kind of wipes his brow, and when you give him a questioning look, he's like, "Oh, I wanted to see Lysander and check his training before we left." Kind of smiles mischievously.
How's the
I'm ready though, whenever
training?
you are. Ah, well.
Well, I hope Mossum ends up in a better place.
Read. Same for us all, it says.
And I hope he's not what the Bene Gesserit want him to be. But if he isn't, and he tries, he'll die.
The problem with Mossum is that the Bene Gesserit, Mossum already is what the Bene Gesserit want him to be. The son of the Emperor, and somebody that they hope they can control.
Or someone he lets think they can control.
Oh, I see.
They
You're
probably
thinking of playing that game.
I'll have to talk to Mossum again once he's had time to process.
It's a dangerous game to be playing with the Bene Gesserits. One to not to take lightly.
It's always dangerous to play with the Bene Gesserit. They always figure out some way to win.
Agreed. He walks you over to the disembarkment shuttle. Archibald, you're
Yes.
getting together with your Varangian guard are waiting outside your quarters. Inessa comes and chimes in and at the door to retrieve you. She's like, "All right, are you ready?"
Yes, I am.
I don't know how long we're expected to be on Ix for, but if your administrative friend, Eloise, is any indication that these audits can take days or weeks, especially on a planet such as Ix, that does so much business throughout the Imperium. What shall we do once we arrive?
Well, first thing, sorry, give me a minute.
Sure.
We also need to think about the future of Two-Pile as well. There's a couple things that I plan on doing here on X. First is we need more information on Allfather. Thing is, the humans won against the machines, or we wouldn't be here right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Secondly, Two-Pile is going to need help. We're going to need resources. We're going to need a flow of some sort of diplomatic trade. Even if it's like a black market deal.
Black
Right now, we have
marketeers you can
nothing.
certainly find on Ix.
And I'm sure we can find something to where, and we can negotiate something to where we have a steady flow of resources going in and out, especially with the plans that this group has.
So acquisition, some sort of a deal with Ix for the outlaw for the Two-Pile territories.
I would say, yeah. By the end of this, I want Two-Pile to be its own entity.
Might be putting the cart before the horse here. I mean, the Emperor is striving to destroy the entire system.
Yes.
We may have to destroy that effort first before we can try to create any sort of trade agreements. We don't even know what Two-Pile is going to look like after this conflict is over.
That's true. But on the other hand, we could also make... This is the way I see it. It's either destroyed or not destroyed. And if our plans do well, It won't be destroyed. What's the worst that's gonna happen for them? They don't make money, or they'll make money. There's two options.
Ix will be making money from now until the heat death of the universe, I suspect, because of the contracts that they've secured with the Landsrat and the creation of the new Hayliners, among many other things, for that matter.
Yes, but you also need to understand too, our system is very, very big. All right, our system is an untapped giant, whether you like to believe it or not.
Keep saying this word, "our." Are you associating yourself now with us? Because it's almost smiling.
I like smirk, and I'm like, well, I never really fit in with the Landsrat anyways.
That's
Just ask.
quite surprising to hear from you, Archibald.
Well, just ask. Just ask Lady Eloise, or I guess they can definitely tell you that.
Maybe I shall.
Maybe.
Oh, when you're ready, we're waiting outside.
I mean, it's hard to fit in when you spent 20 years in prison for
Yeah.
a murder you didn't commit.
True. Yeah.
I did spend 20 years in prison. Maybe that's why I don't want to be in it. Be
You
there
didn't
anymore.
blame you.
do it.
Fucking who would blame me? Fuck that shit.
All right, so
Delightful.
you guys pack it up and you get on the shuttle and head down to
Oh, yeah.
Ix.
100%.
Since I got this fancy new power, I'm going to do a thing now, because I have a feeling next week when Ever rejoins us, we'll be going to Arrakis with that nightmare. I would love to give you a point of threat to block Amira from any kind of prescience or clairvoyance.
Ah. Okay. Interesting. Plans within plans. I love it. Okay.
Always, Eric. I have to in this fucking game.
Absolutely. Okay. Excellent. You gather your groups. You head together in this big guild freighter that shuttles down onto the surface, where seemingly nothing is really happening. You see, like, there are like automated farms and stuff like that harvest crops and things for the some of the houses, but then there are no humans or anything like that to speak of on the surface of the planet. No structures of any kind, and it's not until you get closer that you realize that parts of the landscape move and shift about and create these large openings through which the ships pass in. And it's once you pass into below the surface of the planet that you see that there are like entire cities like hanging upside down and stuff like that, and dispenser fields and stuff like that. These giant caverns. Verney City being chief among them. The guild writes itself up and lands on this massive landing platform, and there are troops out front wearing House Vernius garb, and awaiting you is, with his own entourage from the house, is one of their envoys. Daphne, you remember who this is. No one else in the party will recognize this person. They probably never had an interaction with them before, but you do. It only takes a moment for you to kind of like recall who this guy was. But his name
Does
is
he
Caleb
have-
Vor Gosan.
Okay, I was about to ask if he had bones on his hat.
Bones on his head. No. You know this guy to be the cousin to Earl Ronzo Vernius, the head of the house. And this guy, you recall him being instrumental to House Cheshire at the time, if you recall, all the way back to season 2, when you were looking into what ties there were between Ix and some people that you were pursuing at the time. and after you kind of did the legwork, you found this guy at the end of that chain. This guy works with other technologists and as part of a pretty vast network of black marketeers who get some of the more controversial technological advancement that Ix has to offer and gets them off world and into places like Arrakis, for example. If you recall, when you were trying initially to figure out a way to fortify your security when it came to Elysia being potentially burned by House Carroll, one of the things that you sought was the Ixian probe and ways to kind of counteract the way that they can extract memories from people's brains, whether those brains are alive or dead. This was one of the guys that was instrumental in doing that, and he was able to get you that technology. Do you try to hide your your face or your further behind the folds of your garb from this guy, or do you want him to know who you are?
I totally forgot. This is.
I want Callum to know it was me. Sorry.
What was his name?
Caleb Vorgosan.
I knew I had forgotten a piece of costuming.
Ah.
No, I think Daphne will be like, well, my plan to emphasize I'm a Fremen from Arrakis, or like I'm a Fremen holy woman from Arrakis. Whoops. But
listen, the best lies have a kernel of truth in them. You are that.
Let's just play it forward, and it will probably push him off his game a little bit to recognize, oh, that's the lady from House Cheshire.
Yeah.
Fremenized. That's weird.
Indeed. Let's see. I'm gonna have him roll just to see if he recognizes you. This is probably like a discipline move, which is based on truth here. Just a standard roll, no focuses. Yeah, he finds you attractive, but I mean, that's not unusual.
Doesn't everybody?
Right, I was just gonna say, like, who doesn't in this?
Wow.
This story. So yeah, like, it doesn't, set off Varys's alarms or whatever, like when he, doffs to kiss your hand or anything like that. What beautiful eyes you have. As a matter of fact, this whole getup works to your advantage because at the time you didn't have spice addiction, whereas now you do. So it really does throw him off his game when he doesn't realize who it is that he's dealing with, especially if you don't introduce yourself as such. And it's like, oh, welcome to Verney City. I must say, Administrator, it is quite a surprise to receive an entourage of this magnitude. I mean, we weren't even aware that the guild had a new head after the terrible catastrophe on Junction. Welcome.
The Spacing Guild isn't in the habit of reporting to members of the Landsrad, as I'm sure you know.
Of course not. Of course, you're so busy, he says.
Quite.
I know you've had a lot, and you have an enormously long trip. So please come follow me, and my people will show you to your suites within the palace, and you can have the run of the place, of course. And please just ignore the mess. We're still trying to fix things along. I mean, there's been a lot of back and forth here.
You'll forgive me if I have my entourage inspect the rooms thoroughly before we take residence in them. I was assassinated at my last audit. Well, attempted assassination, I should say.
Gods, is this true? And he looks at the rest of your entourage, and you see, Varys just kind of silently nod in the affirmative. This is terrible.
Eloise will turn towards the Varangian guard and Archibald, and I have a fun talent that lets me do double speak, basically, master innuendo. So I'm going to make it sound like I'm commanding the Varangian guard, but I'm very clearly telling Archibald to command the Varangian guard to scour those suites, scour them.
Yeah. You used the eye language of House
Oh shit!
Cheshire.
Yes, we have eye language. So yes. So Eloise's mouth says the words, but her eyes are saying a very different thing to Archibald.
Yeah. You give the order, Archibald?
Yeah, and all of my soldiers know the eye language too. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
so then yes, so Eloise will make the thin veneer of the giving the orders, but eye language, like, hey, I'm not telling you, I'm telling Archibald.
Yep.
Yeah. You give the order, Archibald, and then they immediately start to fan out.
Yep.
So this is an architect level kind of check for you to check for like bugs and things like that, listening devices of some kind.
Fucking hunter killers.
Fucking hunter killers, exactly. So this is going to be a roll that you need to make on behalf of the Varangian Guard. So whoever has the best discipline, any sort of focuses in espionage or assassination or anything like that will come into play here.
Oh, if I only had a sent mirror away. Oops.
Let me
Oops.
see.
However, because you're rolling, if you're going to be rolling on the sheet of your Varangian Guard to do the checking, as opposed to your own, you will only be rolling one die instead of two. Unless, of course, you want to purchase any, additional dice, say with threat or what have you.
I do have 6, but I could also use my focus here with observe.
Okay, observation definitely plays a part in it. Absolutely.
Yep. So, let me see what the Varangian guards.
Sure.
6, and they have self-control, which is not which doesn't make sense. So I'm
Target
going-
number is 3, please.
What's that D4 about, Eric?
Oh, nothing. I misclicked.
Oh, nothing. Okay. All right, I'm gonna use discipline.
And by all means, give yourself a point of determination because the target number has been determined as 3 or higher. In which case, you will earn a point of determination for even attempting it.
This is truth. So
Makes sense.
submit 1 dice. Submit. Yes. Focus. Submit. Oh, 3.
That's 2.
That's 2. I'm sorry, 2.
Not quite. Everything's cool.
Wait, why'd you only roll 2? Or why'd you only roll 1?
Because he's rolling on the sheet of his ranking guard.
I thought he was using his own skills because he had observe.
That's why I made it the offer. Like, if you're gonna roll
I
for it on your
see.
sheet, you can
Got it.
get another die. But yeah.
Got it, got it.
Wait, hold up. I rolled from Archibald's sheet. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll another one.
Yes.
Yeah. Roll another one. If they're using your discipline,
Yeah.
then yeah.
And that's 3.
That's 3. Okay. You do find listening devices.
Technically, that's 4 because it's under your skill.
Yep.
Oh, that's correct. So 4, that gives you 1 point of momentum. Congrats. Okay. So you get 1. Let's see. So interesting. You have a point of momentum, and you can spend it to gain additional information if you wish. There's a couple different things you can do with momentum. But yes, your teams do find listening devices. Not in all of the rooms, however. They seem to be interested in your room and that of Administrator Elois's in particular.
Archibald's room.
Mm-hmm.
So my Archibald's room and Elois's room, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Do you want a suggestion?
Leave them.
Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna say if you tell Eloise will in eye language tell you leave them. Just tell me where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then
Yep.
we can decide what conversations they hear.
Yep.
And because it seems like Daphne is still unrecognized, we can have the real conversations in her quarters.
Yes, or we can just have bullshit conversations while we,
Sure.
because almost everyone besides the actual guild representatives here speak Cheshire Eye language, so we can communicate completely covertly.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. Um,
Yep.
so
Good thing
you're
Cheshire's good at Canley, I guess.
yeah, you see the Varangian guard tell you in eye language we found listening devices and stuff like that and ICOMs and stuff like that in different places, and you just give them okay, just leave them, let those dogs lie, and they're just like, for real, okay. They follow you out. So they immediately bring you to your suites, and but walking into this palace is like walking into Grand Central Station at DEF CON 5 or something. There are people running around and yelling and there's papers being shuffled around on desks, they're trying to get their houses in order because the guild is here to conduct an audit. So people are running around like chickens with their head cut off and trying to get these numbers to to the auditors.
I could honestly, I could just do this to so many planets and be happy every time. Just to watch
Yes.
the fucking administrators here.
You could retire doing this. Yes.
Yes.
You have they have a number of CHOAM representatives that are kind of attempting to interface on behalf of House Vernius and the other houses. We'll handle the talks with the audits directly to the guild, and you can kind of leave these jackasses over here to do what they're gonna do. So they have their own teams in grayish uniform, their black and red uniforms, running around grabbing stuff and trying to present this detailed information to you. And your people are just like, no, we're settling in first, and then we'll conduct the audit or whatever. So you're escorted to your suites, and you have the lay of the land, so to speak. They mentioned that Earl Bronzo Vernius is waiting for you in the east wing of the palace, in the master suite or wherever, the big foyer, where he hosts parties and what have you. Whenever you're ready to receive you when you're ready.
What's his title?
Earl Bronzo Vernius, that's his name. The title of Earl. See if I can find a pitch. I think I posted it previously, but I'll try to find it again for you.
Before we set out, Eloise will let Archibald know whatever schemes he has to conduct. Just make sure you don't get caught, unless you want to join for the quote-unquote audit. This will all be in eye language, to be clear.
Yeah.
None of this will be she'll just be making small talk as as if she's talking to underlings, how to have decorum when meeting the Earl, etc. But the eye language is telling the real story. So, and then to Daphne, she'll be like, "Do you want to attend, or do you also want to go? You have your own investigation in eye language."
Oh, this is exciting to not be the center of attention.
Eloise is literally, Eloise knows her job is to be this big fucking spotlight in the sky that everyone's looking at, so the rest of you can go if you have stuff you need to do.
Which has normally been Daphne's job. But no, you need someone to support you in your meeting with the Earl.
Yes, unfortunately I made the choice to send my normal second to make amends as best she can.
As best she can.
Archibald would. So this guy is obviously not going to work with me when it comes to Tupile, because right now we are exiles. So that would not be a great idea unless he could.
Also, you shouldn't reveal that you're an exile from Tupile since you're part of my entourage, please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be better if I just went on my own this time.
Okay. Yeah, so Eloise will let whatever because I'm assuming she has handlers from
Sure.
the House Vernius, be like, my team is going to, just because of the threat of assassination, I'm going to have some of my men spread out and
There's a kitty.
have eyes, if that's okay with your Earl.
Orgo-san is like, oh yes, of course. Like I said, you have you have the run of the palace. So you're here for an audit, of course.
So Eloise
Esteemed
nods.
guests.
Eloise nods to Archibald and in eye language says, "Don't get caught and don't fuck up." And then we'll take Daphne to go meet the Earl.
10-4.
Okay. So it's just you two going to meet, or what, with Varys, presumably to go meet with the Earl. Okay. Archibald, you and Anessa stay behind.
Yeah,
In
we
your
were gonna
suites?
go
Make
do
small
our
talk?
own thing.
Okay.
I will check in with Mossum to see what he plans to do.
He was
brought
on board
Mossum?
the Ark. I don't.
Okay,
he wasn't
thank
part
God.
of the-
Okay,
no.
yeah, no, it would probably
Thank
be.
God. I was like, please don't. No,
Just Varys. I was very specific. Like, who do you want to have come with you? Because
Does Mossum spend some time with his dad in his dad's court? Someone might recognize him, might recognize his description. Okay, so he stays on the ship.
he knew better. He was like, I'm not. Yeah, it's not a good place for me. So
It's like I know things are weird right now, but if something happens, go find Lysander.
Actually, I would like to have a conversation with Anessa again, like on the way to whatever we're doing. So.
Oh, okay. You see, well, while the rest of the entourage goes to meet with the Earl on the other side of the palace, Vorgo-san is like, would you like to remain in your suite, or would you like to take a tour of the palace, or like he's trying to be very friendly and welcoming.
So he's talking to Archibald, right?
Yeah, because the rest of the entourage went to go meet with the Earl.
Okay. We're in the city, correct?
You're in the palace,
Okay.
which is within the Verney city. Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess first order of business. The thinking machine things where would that typically be? Would that be in the palace?
There are, yes, there's places to go within the palace that they have like a what's it called, a Shiga wire library. This is basically like this really thin wire that it has coded information in it, and when you feed that wire into a projector, it just you have access to tremendous amounts of knowledge. Pictures, photographs, video, audio, whatever. So they have like spools of this wire all throughout this entire floor within the confines of the palace. So if you wanted to, ask about like, oh, can you show us your, Butlerian era archives? Be like, yeah, sure. And shows you over. He'll send a page or somebody to escort you to the library so that you can look through the spools as you wish. And then he'll go to rejoin the rest of the entourage because he is the envoy, so he's supposed to be the face of diplomacy and bring guests to the Earl and so on and so forth.
Yeah, so I don't think black market deals are happening at the palace, but I'm pretty sure that's something I could probably do here at the palace is start doing research.
You may be surprised actually, but yeah, if you go to the and this place is like the ceiling. You can't even see the ceiling when you walk in. You look up and it's like shadows. It's most of the lighting in here is pretty subdued throughout the palace. It's all very technological. There's like a lot of black onyx stone, stonework, and accentuating like purple lights and things threaded across the stonework and a lot of the decor. But so yeah, you walk into this like very large library, and the spools are kind of like in these alcoves along the walls and on these shelves that kind of come up from the ground as you approach. So first you kind of walk into this empty room. You're like, where the hell are all the books? And as you keep walking, the things, the shelves themselves and just kind of fold out. They kind of rise up out of the ground and like telescope out to create more room. And you're like, oh, this is fancy. And yeah, it's separated by years and events and such that you can go into the Butlerian era portion of the the library and just take the spool, and there's like a big central or series of projectors that you can utilize to basically listen in or watch projected on a wall or some other surface.
Okay.
She's like, Vanessa's just kind of like wowed by everything in here.
Pretty amazing, huh?
Indeed. What is it specifically that you want to find when you look at this information?
So what I'm specifically trying to find is how they killed him the first time. And then also I would like any like recorded events of like people like me where like the machines were taking over their body kind of thing.
Go ahead and give me a understand roll, as you're basically just doing the research and stuff, and this is going to take you some time to do, because there's like, this is like thousands of years worth of records that you're going through, basically, at the flick of a wrist, basically, just trying to find what you're looking for.
And then you have to make a sanity check, because you'll have to have read Frank Herbert's kids' books.
And those are always a slog, and this is coming from somebody who's tried and failed to read those Valerian Jihad books.
They are fucking unreadable. They are fucking unreadable.
Could I use deductive reasoning or imperial politics with this?
I don't know how deductive reasoning would fall into it. This is more of a research-specific topic. Somebody like Beatrice would have been perfect for this particular role. But yeah, you don't have any focuses that pertain to it. But Anessa will help you though, so she'll roll a die in addition to what you're doing, and as an assist. So yeah, go ahead and make your roll.
Which drive is gonna be truth? 2 dice, no focus. Oh,
is it the truth or is it power?
Well, we're trying to find.
Because you're looking for weaknesses, right?
Okay, yeah, I
the
guess.
idea.
But I rolled like shit.
Oh no!
And I'm going to give you a threat to re-roll this 18 here.
Here it comes.
Fucking hey, Jesus!
Wow. Okay. So you rolled 3 dice. You rolled 3 dice, and you got nothing. So you know that it was a long and bloody conflict, and there were a lot of wars that were fought, a lot of battles with atomics and planetary shields and all manner of different things. There were different technologies developed specifically to target thinking machines, and what they were called Cymex, these big monstrous thinking machines that were made for battle. You know all of this already, and you come across it again, and it kind of refreshes your memory, but nothing about any of this stuff sticks out to what you were really looking for, which is this sort of concept where a machine can possess somebody or control them. That falls more under like the medical aspect of things, because you recall back on Ikaz that there was something similar that House Plana and House Yasi had developed around that time as a sort of a defense against what the machines were using as some sort of a disease, some sort of a virus that they had developed to specifically target humanity with. That information is very, very rare. It's not very well known. The archives that you would want to look at are actually back on Ikaz. So just something to keep in mind going forward. As a matter of fact, the people that you probably want to talk to are Dr. Yue and Beatrice, since they were primarily looking into that as a means of trying to find a cure or treatment for what has assailed people like Lysander, for example. But all that said, however, it doesn't necessarily apply to what you have going on. No. I'll let you sit and think about that for a second, while we go now to meet with the Earl himself behind closed doors. And these doors slide in or slide out from the middle as you approach on motion sensors, and you see that there's already like a sort of cone of silence device and a poison snooper positioned above a table with like some amenities and stuff like that that were prepared beforehand prior to you arriving here. Bronzo is is celibate. He does not have like a husband or wife. He is a cyborg, but not overtly as such. Not like some of the other people that you've seen on Ix, or that belong to the Technocratic Council, for example. Although he does sustain some very obvious like injuries that he's had like skin grafts and things like that for, and you assume that's where a lot of those cybernetics lie. At least that's what you've surmised so far. He's standing with his back to you, and he's just sort of like staring into the fireplace with his hands coupled behind his back.
Very quickly.
Yes.
So if this guy is like celibate or unmarried, does he have a clear or potential heir at the moment?
Oh
He
no.
does not.
Fucking Bene Gesserit bullshit. God damn it.
I told Madison I couldn't unlearn my education.
It's true.
Are there any rumors about him being celibate by choice, or like people look at him and be like, "Oh no, I don't want my daughter marrying that asshole"?
You haven't spent enough time on Ix, or you don't know enough about him to get that information. But if one had to guess, it could be because of the cybernetics that he's had to take because of his injuries.
Mm-hmm.
That may be why. You don't know.
Gotta keep my eye on him.
Okay.
Warsan opens the door
Because
for you.
Eloise is single, right? Technically, officially, legally, on paper.
I mean, good thing Amir is not here to have that question asked in front of her. Yes, Eloise is unmarried. Yes.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna watch quietly.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
I'm not gonna say anything right now.
Fair.
Fun.
Stop it with your Bene Gesserit ways.
Fucking bet each other witches.
Gorsan just kind of like say, "Oh, just, very graciously. Oh, wait one moment." He catches up to you and it's like, "Wait right here 1 moment while I go and announce you." And he goes ahead of
Please.
you. He speaks to, he whispers into the ear of the Earl, and the Earl like perks up and turns and kind of gives this motion, and they send you in. What goes on is like, I can, he's like points out, oh, there's some amenities here, if you're thirsty, hungry, if you wish, would you like some melange or perhaps some muta? We can put on some music, and if that's your thing.
I would love some melange, actually.
Melange, of course.
As you can see, it's no longer an option.
I understand. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out like a little snuff box, and it flips open, and he just kind of takes a dab and he puts like a small amount of it in your hands to snort.
Yeah.
He to be social, he does the same. He pockets the thing back inside his coat. And
You'll forgive me, Arrow. Sometimes melange will prompt visions from me, so if I seem distracted in distance, please take no personal offense. The prescience is, well, it has a mind of its own.
I understand. He says he kind of his eyes are constantly kind of downcast. You don't know if it's the result of all the cybernetic replacements, but he doesn't seem full of life like Vorsan or anybody else that's in the employ of the Earl. You see, Gorsan just kind of starts helping himself to the table of the amenities, and before he starts to imbibe or whatever, the Earl's like, that'll be good. You can leave. And he seems a little surprised at the direction. He's like, are you certain? I can, explain. I can help to. And he kind of cuts him off. He's like, no, that'll be all. Thank you, Gorsan.
Thank you, Gorsan.
He's like, of course. Welcome again to the palace and to Verney City. And I hope your stay sees you well, he says, and closes up the doors. The Earl is like, welcome, administrator, guests. Please have a seat, or stand as you will.
Eloise is set.
And he's like, I understand that you're here to conduct a citywide audit.
Indeed.
It's like, well, we've always worked hand in hand with the guild to assist in any recourse that we can. Whatever you ask, you shall have. So what do we owe the occasion?
Eloise is going to fake like a prescient moment here where she like
Hmm.
is staring through the Earl.
Hmm.
But she's studying him.
I see.
Yeah. Um, what I want to vibe check him a hard vibe check, even though I think Daphne's probably better at this than I am, because Benny
Yeah.
Gesserit bullshit.
Oh, I
Oh, actually, you know what?
absolutely.
What I will do is I will space out in Daphne's direction and like my eyes blinking weird will look weird. But in eye language, I'll say what's his deal? Because to Eloise, it seems like something's up, but she's not. She doesn't read body language.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have communicate with a focus in body language.
Excellent. That's exactly what you need here. So if you want,
Awesome.
Daphne can lead, and you can assist Eloise, and you can communicate with
Okay,
your house eye language, and
sounds
to kind of
good. This will
one
be
die for you,
power probably.
Eloise.
Yeah, power. Namas. I guess I technically do have focus because I'm using Cheshire language. I have added one.
Excellent.
There we go.
A 3. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you. Uh, I'm going to give you the 3, so you have 4 momentum in the bank right now. That was a difficulty 0 roll, and this is why. When you look at him and you read his body language, I mean, he stands tall like a leader of a major house at the center of, this economic powerhouse that is Ix. It's the cutting edge of technology throughout all the Imperium. This is the stuff that bends the rules around the Balerian edicts. They push that envelope all the time. So you would imagine that somebody who is, at the head at the top of this hierarchy would be, confident. You know, uh, he doesn't look like that. He doesn't look terribly confident. He almost looks despondent, like he's someone who's given up. There's a cloud that kind of hangs over him. You don't understand what it is exactly, but he doesn't seem like he seems like he's just going through the motions, and he doesn't appear. It doesn't. You don't believe that that his status as a cyborg has any major effect on his decision making or like his sort of inui that he's showing. You're muted.
So, in eye language, I will communicate to Eloise. He's depressed, maybe lacking friends.
Eloise will like shake her head like she's coming to, but in eye language respond again. This is the shadiest shit. I'm going to see how the truth does us then. Um, so Eloise, forgive me, Ariel. As I said, they come and go. Um, can we speak candidly? She looks at
Please.
Dixie. Is Dixie dampener on?
He can with like a voice command just activate
She'll
it.
she'll just point above if you would indulge me.
Of course. I value honestly more than most, he says.
As do I. So once it's activated, I'm sure you probably will know this audit is a thin veneer for us to investigate the Hayliners that
Of
you're
course.
manufacturing for the Emperor. It's not
Oh,
only that, I've sensed a mind here, a very powerful mind, Earl. It could be a fellow navigator, but my gut says there's a thinking machine on this planet.
that's quite an accusation.
This is not an accusation, Earl. I don't necessarily think that you're the one involved, or if you are, you're being Eloise tilts her head, blackmailed, or they have something on you. You have the air of a man who's Earl in name only.
He takes a deep breath and swallows when you say like, "Oh, I don't know if they have something on you." He kind of like averts his your gaze for a second, and he looks away. Kind of takes a deep breath. Lets out a breath, and he's like, "First, let me just say that I did not commission for these new Hayliners to be built here. That was the Emperor. Secondly, it's not House Vernius who's responsible for this. It is one of our minor houses, House Vavar, in particular. Second here. Let me. This is House Vavar is written as such. The thing here. It's like they're responsible for maintaining and manufacturing the new ships.
I see. Well, I see where I'll be focusing my audit first. Then
He's like, as far as thinking machines are concerned, there hasn't been a thinking machine seen in thousands of years. I don't know what would give you this notion.
or
That
let me speak even more candidly. There is one. Its name is Allfather or Agamemnon.
So the rumors coming from Kaiten are true?
Yes. I'm fairly certain the Emperor is infected, and that's why he's commissioning these new Hayliners. Junction has been destroyed. The Hayliners we have and the Navigators we have are it currently.
And this is
The
all
Spacing Guild is no longer neutral.
He kind of he takes a minute to let that sink in. He's like,
We're looking for allies in the Landsrad. It seems like you're a man who needs allies.
more than you know. A thinking machine plot after all this time.
I'm not sure if what I sense here is a navigator or a thinking machine. My gut says thinking machine. I don't know if it's the same one though. That's probably a bigger concern for me, is that perhaps your technocratic union has had one even. Eloise just casually gestures. She feels a tiny bit of kinship with someone who's changed in ways they didn't necessarily want to survive, and just gestures to her mutations and is like, I've only recently been able to sense things like this, and it's the intensity seems more than a navigator.
I can't speak to what you're saying about feeling another mind. The ways of the guild are mysterious to all of us, and
for good reasons. Trust me, Earl. If I could share them to earn your trust further, I would. But it's better that no one knows.
Well, if we're in the service of trading secrets, and perhaps I may be able to help. However, I want to keep mine more so than others. It's literally a matter of life and death.
Yours are yours to keep, but if you have others' secrets that you'd be willing to share, we'd love to hear them.
Daphne
go ahead.
Will lean down and whisper to Eloise, ask about the Atreides. Because
you heard
like, nobody knows where the Atreides are, right?
Eloise sort of does. Sort of does, yes. I don't know if she's told Daphne yet. I not to seem like a total change of topic, I'll give you another tidbit. I know that you and House Atreides were allied. I suppose former House Atreides at this point. As far as I know, Duke Leto lives.
Yes.
And
for now.
As does most of his family, as far as I've heard.
Now this does pique his interest. Thank you for sharing that. There are secrets that need to be uncovered here on Ix, or rather, I suspect that they're off-world, what you're looking for, whatever it is that you're looking for. And it's not House Vernius that you need to be looking further into, it's House Randall.
I see. I came to you first because you were an ally of Atreides, and so were we once upon a time. Well, when I was still a member of House Cheshire and not the head of the Spacing Guild, anyways.
Yes. You'll want to look into them in particular. If you can manage to find something on them and specifically the head of the Technocratic Union, John Tour, then I can certainly be moved to assist you.
Excellent. I can certainly bureaucratically gum up their gearworks in a nightmarish fashion. It's within my purview to check the records of my predecessor to make sure there were no errors made in the last audit. So I can go back a very long time in their records.
Excellent. You'll want to pay particular attention then not just to Petra 3, the homeworld of House Randall. Sorry, Petra 2, but Petra 3 in particular. It is a small moon that they operate off of there, a research facility that they've had for quite some time. No one gets in or out. Not even the Emperor Sardaukar overseers that are currently overseeing the project of the new Hayliners being built as we speak. But this is a very closely guarded secret to House Randall. I suspect that whatever it is that you're looking for, you may want to begin there. You share with me what you're able to find there, and perhaps I may be able to leverage things on my end against those who, those who seek to keep me in my place.
I see. And House Vavar is where I should look for the Hayliner blueprints and what their
Correct.
plans.
I suspect that they will cooperate with whatever it is that you want to uncover or want to audit. House Randall, on the other hand, is a little bit more resistant to such efforts.
Eloise tilts her head at that and is like, is House Vavar under a similar compulsion as you?
No, not that I'm aware of, no.
I see. Well, you've given me quite a bit, Earl, but is there anything else you'd like to know?
Kind of turns his head, and that's when you notice that he has like an earpiece, in it, just like a comm that he's listening, like he's being fed, not lines, but he's being advised probably from another adjacent room, probably by his spy master. He's like, no, not at this time.
Very well.
And he's like, in the meantime,
I'll leave.
Enjoy your stay.
Oh, thank you, Earl. I'll leave the audit here to some of my less talented underlings then, as thanks for this candid conversation. And I'll focus my attention on Bavar first and then Randall.
Excellent. And he kind of turns off the listening device, the cone of silence, and he's like, it's been a pleasure. And it's like, enjoy the rest of your stay here. And of course, my doors are always open to you, Administrator, and any of your personnel.
Oh, forgive my rudeness. I've been making some outreach to the Fremen. She wants every listening device to hear. I've been making outreach to the Fremen. The Spacing Guild and the Fremen are developing a new relationship. This is one of their Sayadinas.
Oh, delighted. That takes
Pleased
your
to
hand,
meet you.
Yes. We're allies indeed. Well then, enjoy the rest of your stay here in Verney City and in the palace, and bring anything that requires my attention to my envoy, and we will do what we can to accommodate you as such.
Much obliged.
He kind of turns back around and he kind of like taps the thing on his neck and he kind of leans up against the fireplace. He's communicating with his spy master in the other room. You leave the room, and from here, do you go to audit House Vavar?
Yeah, if there's anything Daphne wants to communicate to Eloise, that's we can do that eye language on the way. But yeah, otherwise, Eloise is just going to set her least competent underlings that she's aware of for the
blueprints. Yeah.
The Vernius. No. The Vernius audit is for her least competent underlings. She's going to personally audit Vavar.
Okay,
I mean,
fair
don't
enough.
give them to
Sounds
the.
good.
Just give it to the interns. Here, get some experience going over spreadsheets.
Yes, yes, yes. So like, yeah, Eloise is going to Vivar personally, but is like, here's a little bone to you, Verdius. I know you're
Sure.
going through some shit. We're not going to audit you hard because I guarantee the records are fucked here too.
100%. Excellent. So you continue on the quest for the audit, and that's a perfect place to stop for our mid-show break. We'll be back in 10 minutes, everybody. Don't go away. Welcome back, everyone. We've returned where we left off, which is where the administrator and her entourage are conducting a audit on Ix, and specifically of the house's minor, after meeting with the Earl of House Vernius, the House Major of the planet. It seems that the Earl has some people that are exerting pressure on him, holding something over him, and he wants to get even. And he sees an opportunity with the guild coming here to conduct this massive audit as a means of doing so, since they seem to have similar allies in the Atreides. So where we left off, you were sending your peons to go deal with the House Vernius audit and taking it easy on them while you focus in on houses Vivar and Randall, respectively.
So,
House Vivar being the one responsible for the creation of the new hayliners in the shipyards.
so while the rest of the entourage preps for, no, I knew. Most of the time I have my mic muted, and I knew my instant pot would go off when I didn't. Anyway, dinner's ready. Are you done? Thank you. Alright, so while the rest of the entourage just sort of handles the logistics,
Mhm.
I would like to do something a little risky. And Daphne would like to wander through the estate. And just essentially like throwing spaghetti at a wall and seeing what sticks. Just seeing if there's anything that she can find. Just wandering through. And it's like when you're snooping. I mean, not you, because we are all upstanding people, but when you are at a house party and you go snooping and you're like, oh, I couldn't find the bathroom. Daphne would be like, I heard you have entire closets full of water. I'm interested in that. Where are they?
Yeah, you want to see what you can find by accident just by getting lost in the palace.
And if someone calls her out, she'll be like, I'm Fremen. Smoke bomb.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The Duke is having an affair. Like, the Duke is, like, fucking his secretary. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that would be good, because he's going to get an heir out of that.
Yeah.
That keeps the house stable.
That's funny. Yeah, you can wander around the premises and just see what you can observe. That would call. You have also 3 momentum, so you can, as long as you can make like a difficulty 2 observation check with your discipline, you can then spend any one of those momentum to basically ask me a question or to create a new asset for the scene, a new trait rather.
So I do have passive scrutiny, which I'd like to use at this point.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Right, so when Daphne was dealing with, like, the guild bank cutting her house off, and she sort of had to, like, have her workers work on credit, I assume things got, like, a little shabby and run down. And so she's gonna sort of, like, keep her eye out for that, like, maybe there aren't enough servants to tend the size of this household. Maybe their uniforms are a little threadbare. Essentially look around for clues to what their financial situation might be.
Okay. Yeah, you see, like, as the chaos of this audit is taking place, you come across like a crush of people right in the main hallway of the palace, the same way that you kind of came in. You take specific notice of the uniforms that are being used. There are people here from Chom. There are people here from the guild. There are people here from House Vernius. House Vernius has black and purple kind of outfits. That's sort of the theme that they're running with. Chom has different colors entirely. There's like a yellow and black and red kind of combination going on there. And then you see a different group of individuals also kind of like surveying everything that's going on in certain areas of the palace. Ones that you're not familiar with. or at least not initially. They're not the Sardaukar. They're not with House Carino. They seem to be more focused on what's going on outside of the palace and in orbit, in fact, along the platforms of the shipyards. Instead, you see these other uniformed people that clearly belong to another house, probably a house minor, and they seem to be kind of like watching and communicating with one another, and they seem to be specifically looking at the members of the guild and House Vernius in general. It's like the Watchers of the Watchers, if you will.
All right. Well, so I would like to make an understand roll using
Certainly.
either social awareness or house politics as a focus.
House politics, and yes,
Okay.
that all fits. So yeah, you could use that as a focus.
All right. Cool.
2 or more.
I'm gonna use truth. 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
And using a focus.
4. Wow. Okay, so you get 2 successes, 2 additional that you needed. So now you actually at 5 momentum. You're almost at full. Let's see here.
Although I really need advancement points.
Right. Well, you get the advancement points if I tell you to roll 3 or higher arbitrarily without having to roll for it. Let's see here.
I should have been tracking that again.
Nah, don't worry. No worries.
I think with all the free shit we've been given, we're probably still like
That's fair.
at appropriate XP.
You recognize the house colors of House Randall. 1 second here. Ninja vanish.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah. Those are the colors, or in the emblem of House Randall. So it's like a white and gray.
DNA strand, look at ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
Concerning.
Yeah, so you see, like they're
here?
keeping a close eye. They're keeping a close eye on House Vernius's activities within the palace and such, and they seem to be like they have their agents like out throughout the palace, and the House Vernius guards just let them go wherever they want. They're not constrained to any one particular wing.
All right. Well, so Eloise's comment about the sigil looking like DNA now makes me think: are there any other Bene Gesserit here?
None that you can find. I mean,
Okay.
not here in this area, certainly.
I mean, they're not super difficult to spot when you know what you're looking for, but okay.
You can create an asset or what have you temporarily, like a spy, if you want to. If you can make a difficulty to roll with something like discipline or what have you, you can say, oh, you look for coded dots, or you say something, or you speak in the Jacobsa language, and somebody actually responds in kind. And it's a servant or something like that. You can create that for the scene temporarily.
I'm actually not looking for like a Bene Gesserit to cultivate as an ally, but the fact that there are none here, like,
it's telling to you.
Yeah. Especially
Yeah.
because this guy's so powerful and single. What's going on?
What's going on, indeed.
Yeah.
So either the Sisterhood knows something you don't, or this guy's secrets go deeper than anybody than anticipated, perhaps.
Or both, but yeah. So, okay. So House Randall has free reign, and for some reason the Bene Gesserit are steering clear of here. Okay. I am happy with what I've learned.
Excellent. People come back to you eventually with details about the blue, or did you want to handle this aspect of the audit yourself, Eloise? And then when it comes to House Vavar and
Vivar, yes, that she is doing personally.
Okay, well that will mean having to get back on the Hayliner or going into orbit via shuttle because the house
Ah,
House Vavar's blueprints are likely kept in another city, like in one of the moons or something, or on the platforms themselves for the starport.
okay.
She goes.
Does okay. First thing, does Daphne come back and relay this information to Eloise, or is she keeping that to herself?
Yeah,
her.
yeah. She'll say, those people in that livery, they're House Randall. They have a remarkable degree of freedom, considering their ostensible status as of a house minor. I also haven't seen any sisters around.
Interesting. Okay.
Well,
Um,
he has no heir. He's single and he's powerful. There should be at least one to advise him.
I have an inkling of how she almost says you, Bene Gesserit, but instead she stops and says, I have an inkling how the Bene Gesserit sisterhood operates, yes. Can we step into your room briefly? Because Daphne's room has no, yeah.
Mhm.
Eloise is going to be like, I'm going to send. I'd like to. How much momentum is it to create an asset temporarily?
I believe it's 2, but let me double check.
Sure.
Momentum. Obtain information. Create a trait. You can spend 2 points to create a trait for the scene for specific assets. The creation of an asset. Second. Create an asset until the end of the scene. 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's until the end of the scene doesn't work. So I'll just do it probably. I obviously the Space and Guild always has people reporting back that like auditors that are not auditors. We have our own spies. So Eloise will send whatever most competent spy they have at their disposal currently, along with competent auditors to Vavar. She's going to Randall after hearing that first. She's conducting the audit there first.
Oh, on House Randall?
Yes.
All right, so that's 2 momentum from 5, so you're down to 3. And you're sending the spy to deal with House of Avar's thing, and then you go off to go
Yes.
to House Randall. Okay, interesting. House Randall's complex is also within Verde City, we'll say. They keep a very close eye on House Vernius, it seems. Do you go there directly, or with the rest of your entourage, or do you go by yourself?
Well, she trusts Archibald. Like, well, she already warned Archibald, don't get caught, don't fuck up. So Archibald and his ranking guard are free to do whatever they're doing. She'll use her personal communicator, which I'm assuming they cannot bug, to let Archibald know what her and Daphne are doing. And that House Randall seems to have some sway here that they shouldn't as a minor house over a major house. And we're going to find out what that is.
1 second. I need to spend some threat.
Oh, good lord.
Oh God.
I should have just hunted you down and used eye language.
Go ahead and make a communicate roll, and you need to get 3 or higher to succeed.
You want to know the sad part? I was probably gonna hunt down Daphne to get Varys to come with me.
No. No.
All right, so this
I mean,
is.
you can borrow him, like, in short stints, but...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna borrow him in short stints. I want him on this. I want to know what this damn rogue Hayliner is.
I just in case. Oh, I got a Benny. Okay. I got.
You're up to 3 now, then?
I think we used them all last week, if I'm remembering it correctly.
I think we
So
did.
that's our. Yeah, I think this is our first Benny. There were some very dicey rolls that I had to make during the navigator meeting.
So you're up to 1
thank
so
you,
far. Then.
Drea.
Okay.
Thank you,
Also
my
have
beloved.
determination point.
Okay, so I am going to spend 1 momentum for an extra dice.
Sure.
On this, because I have a feeling I'm going to generate momentum anyways.
Got 2 momentum left.
So I will be using communicate, deceit, I assume applies, and this is fully justice. There's no question in my mind. It's just us. And I am using focus. Oh my god! Thank God for that penny.
Yeah.
I'd like to re-roll 2 of those dice.
By all
Which
means.
two?
The 19s, I would imagine.
Yeah,
19s.
2 19s. The 2 19s. Yes.
I'm being practical.
Oh, okay. Whew. There's the
Oh, there we
5.
go.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
god damn.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So 5, you needed 3, so you got 2 more, so you're back to 4 now.
Yeah.
4 momentum. Well done. Yeah. So yeah, you encrypt it in such a way that you send this out, and they're able to receive it, and without any sort of interception. But you can tell just by how much you had to work to send it through a specified channel, and in such a way that it would be uninterceptable, that they are watching you and they are actively watching your comms.
Noted.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'll put it to Leo. Is Archibald going to stay here on Vernius planet, or are you coming in with us to Randall?
Quick question, Game Master. My next goal is to deal with the Ixian black market. Is that in
Oh.
the
There's another
that
Benny.
in the city, or is it going to be on one of these colonies?
Mel.
It's gonna be, you're actually exactly where you need to be to find that information. You just have to consult with the rest of your group here. You've got Varys and you've got Daphne, and those are the 2 people that you need to talk to about it.
Oh, I forgot. How does Daphne feel about sending Varys with the auditors to Vivara? Because I trust him to sniff out what we need.
I mean,
Not before
how much time are we talking here?
Where I'm thinking like a 2-pronged assault, because distract, send people to Vivar, because that's where the Hayliners are being. Well, in theory, that's where the blueprints are, and where we can do sabotage. But also, we need to find out what the fuck's going on with Randall. We have to do that first. We really do.
That strat might go well with your general here.
I think Varys is probably better sussing out what's going on with Randall, because he's good at his own sort of subterfuge.
So, I'm assuming I can continue without rolling again the encrypted message.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Eloise will ask, given the kind of things that Archibald's looking for, and the kind of work they're doing on Vifar, that he might find answers there, and we could use someone that we trust there also. I'll leave it, again, very much open to Leo what she wanted to do. Eloise is not giving orders. Not to family, anyway.
Wait, where?
The House of Vivar. They're the ones who are creating the new spacecraft for the Emperor, the new Hayliners. House Randall is the other group, the one that has a secret research facility on Petra 3. And the house, apparently the Earl said, hey, if you can bring something back from there and give it to me so that I can get these people off my back, we can work with each other.
Yeah,
that's the meeting that they had while you were away from the camera.
So, what I need to get done is here at the palace, correct? Game Master?
Yeah, you're interested in finding the go-between, but
right
that the Allfather was using to facilitate movement from his with his secret Hayliner from Arrakis and back and forth. Varys had a little bit of information about that, and so does Daphne to some extent. So you could actually get all the information that you're seeking with the very people that are on this planet right now. Whereas Elois is proposing to go to House Randall, which means having to go off planet and going to Petra 2 or what have you, or directly to Petra 3. If she wants to be direct about it.
Could I
before
go
you leave,
right
you can finish up your business here before you take off.
Yeah, so I would like to finish my business here before I go. I have no issues going.
We can have that scene as Elois and the rest of the guild entourage are preparing the shuttle to leave the planet for the rest of their so-called audit. You can catch up with Daphne and Varys and kind.
Okay. Hello,
Just as
Daphne.
everybody's getting on the platform, you're coming out as well, and Inessa's like, "Where are we going?"
Oh shit! I forgot about Nessa. She'd be really awesome to have on the bar.
Daphne, can I borrow Varys for 1 hot minute?
How many minutes?
I don't know, 5, 10? Could be 20.
To what end?
Varys.
Hmm.
I don't think I should.
Yeah.
I don't think I should we should have this conversation out in the open.
All right. If you want to have a private
Game Master.
conversation,
So
we can
I
have it
would
privately,
like to
then.
use the cone of silence on this platform. If I
No,
could.
not here. People can read
No,
lips.
because then it's
Oh,
obvious
okay.
you're using the cone of silence, and
Okay. Well,
There's a suite aboard. He kind of gestures to the
yeah,
the shuttle.
sure. Perfect.
All right. He sets it up. Go ahead, speak.
So, what do you know about that rogue Hayliner? I know you guys, you had to, in order, you used your contacts with the Ixian black market here.
Yeah.
I would like to get in contact with them and even
You already met him.
locate this rogue Hayliner.
Yeah, I believe you already met him when you arrived. Remember the guy who greeted us, the envoy?
Yeah.
He won't admit it
Yeah.
if you confront him about it. But he was the contact.
Really?
Yeah, fucking course.
Really? Wow. Okay. That's crazy. All right. My other question for him is actually, you gave me all the information that I need to know. I did not think it was going to be that easy. And
That's all you gotta do is ask.
I could tell. I'm good.
And Nessa's like, what was all this about? It's like,
I say, I'll tell you later.
I was
Oh.
about to insist on trading Inessa for Varys if you insisted.
But yeah, no, could I have the scene with what's his nuts before I go to that place?
Calum Vorgosan, the envoy. Yeah, you can.
Okay. So yeah, I would
He's
like
made it perfectly clear that he's available to anyone from the entourage.
Eloise will.
Actually, hold up first.
Oh,
Hold up
sir.
first. Varys, I'm gonna ask him, was there like a secret code word that you had to say or do, or because obviously he's gonna deny it at first. Would you do?
Not particularly. He's gonna deny anything that you accuse him of publicly, so you probably want to have a very private conversation with him as well. And I'll just remind you, like, the only way that I was able to get in contact with, with this rogue Hayliner was through the technologists, those black marketeers. He was kind of a stepping stone to their group. I don't know how much insinuation there is there, since Allfather seemed to be getting their tech from Ix just as much as they were fabricating it on Two-Pile, so I don't know how deep that goes.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you
And
want me to be there when you speak with him?
I would say, would you like me to summon him?
Sure.
Summon him where?
So I'm pretty sure the bugs that. Okay, so the bugs that the Frungian Guard found, did they have any sort of indication who they were? Like, their originators, like.
That's difficult to tell. If you have like a focus in technology, and you want to make an understand roll, you can try. Just sourcing it back.
Nah, no, that's fine.
You can also get assistance if you take it out of the room and present it to House Vernius guards or their spy master. Their spy master would be able to assist you in that regard.
I miss Pardo.
Yes,
I do
I'm
miss
really. I was
Who
really
doesn't,
hoping
right?
for. I was
We
really
need our
hoping we were gonna have
heretic
Moon.
mentat back.
I was really sad when Moon had to bow out tonight. I was like, oh God, I need Nadim so fucking bad tonight.
Mentat, yes.
We need a Mentat so fucking bad. Okay. No. Yeah. No. That's too over even for Eloise, who's direct and
Mm,
full of shit often. Daphne's quarters, the one we know is not bugged at all.
summon him there.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Eloise be like, just one last thing.
Of course.
Before I depart.
He's like, I've heard whispers that you've been looking for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a Jared moment, not realizing it. Yeah, I have been.
Eloise is gonna sit back and watch him like everything he does, which I assume Daphne's
Same.
doing the exact same thing.
Same with Daphne, yeah.
Yeah, he comes with a pair of guards and he posts them out just outside. And he's like, "Yes, how can I help you, General?" Oh, sorry, he didn't say that. He says, "Like, how can I help the guild?" He says.
I hear you're the go-between for the Ixian black market.
No. Is that what they tell you about me?
Of course. Such a fine gentleman as yourself.
No, I'm afraid not. He's like, however, if you're interested in learning more about the technology that we espouse to create here in Ix and distribute abroad, I'd be more than happy to walk you through some of our latest innovations, one that rival those even on Reaches. But with this notion of black marketeering, this is something that we take very seriously here on Ix, and we crack down on it whenever we have an opportunity. Be more than happy to help you in any other means, however.
It's fine, sir. Consider yourself among the Arakeen, where we have a very different attitude.
Oh,
towards
the
trade.
Arakeen-born Fremen have their own engagements, shall we say, their own arrangements with the guild. I'm not privy to those arrangements, and nor do I pretend to be.
The
Whatever
arrangements
you do
are being
there,
changed.
Well, they're always changing, aren't they? But such is the nature of business in the Imperium.
Yes, but I feel like there's a lucrative deal here.
Do you?
I do.
Do tell.
You see, I want to know where there's two things that I want. First thing is I want to know where that rogue Hayliner is.
A rogue Hayliner? This seems like a question more directed for the guild and us here on Vernius.
Is Varys here?
I'll say sure. Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason he wouldn't be.
Perfect. Eloise will, like, I assume in my head, like, he's back in the shadows because that's Varys vibes.
Mhm.
Eloise will lean her head back and be like, brother, why don't you step forward and remind Van Vorgosen of your acquaintance.
He steps forward and he's like, you hear the sound of the voice come out with him, with what he says, and he's like, "You don't remember me, do you?" And he's like, "I do remember that voice. Tell them of our arrangement." And he's like, "Ah, you're the one with the bandages on his face. I remember you.
Congratulations, you've met the brother of the head of the Spacing Guild."
He looks around nervously as he realizes, like, oh shit, this guy just used a voice on me. And then he's like, he looks towards the door, and Varys, like, walks in between him and the doorway, and he just kind of puts his finger to his lips, and he's like, "Mm-mm-mm. Don't do that." And he kind of like opens up his jacket to reveal the twin knives that he keeps underneath there, and he's like, "Who are you people?" He says, looking between Varys and the lot of you.
My name's Eloise Cheshire, though my other heritage belongs to that of my brother.
And if you listen to us, it's going to be very lucrative for you.
Cheshires,
I
I am but a humble holy woman, respected amongst the Fremen.
I remember you, Cheshires. Wait, he says. It isn't safe to speak in these quarters.
Of course.
We must go somewhere. We must go elsewhere.
Very well.
Very well.
Meet me in the
If you
west,
try
wing of the
anything-
palace.
Oh,
no,
no.
no. He says, like, no, please, come with me. And he like chimes in the guards, and he's like, leave us. I'll walk them myself.
Nessa, and I tell Anessa to stay, and I want her to come.
Yeah, no, she's tagging along. Hand on her blaster. He walks you to the other side of the palace, and there's like a conference room of some kind, and same as your experience by now. Like there's like the subdual listening devices and stuff like that. So
I just a little tiny little flavor thing I want to do. Eloise takes Callum's arm and walks side like with him, so it looks very friendly. Like he's just gotten very friendly with the administrator of the Spacing Guild.
Of course, it's his job. He's a diplomat. Yeah. So he leads you in, and after you shut the door, you realize like this light comes on overhead, bathes the whole room in it. This red light, and like this is like a highly advanced version of all the sort of like Ixian dampeners that you've experienced in your life. Nothing is getting in and out of this room while this light is on. And he's like, okay, we can speak freely, he says.
Daphne's
And he's like, look, I'm in the business of technology, as I'm sure you're aware. While the technocrats of my world seemingly approve of Butlerian prescribed machine and technologies, I tend to have a slightly different outlook, he says.
Okay.
Enlighten us.
Well, you mentioned the Cheshires. I aided you at a time when your lives were in danger. I'll just remind you of that now before we proceed any further.
That was my niece and not me, I'm afraid.
Well,
You disown
she
your family?
also helped your brother, who wouldn't be here or in his position.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah.
He's like, so, if we're all on even terms now, what is it that you're coming to me to seek to
Well,
inquire
there's
about?
My uncle will handle that, I think.
two things that I want. And to be honest with you, I think it's a home run deal for you, to be honest with you. You're not going to lose anything. The only thing you're going to do is gain.
Seems suspect, but I'll hear it.
First one is I want to find that rogue Hayliner.
A rogue Hayliner is, well, that's not something we can assist with. But you're, of course, speaking with the exiles. You're speaking of them, yes?
Correct. Thing is,
We do dealings with them occasionally. They come to us for equipment requisitions and things of that nature. Weapons, sometimes. I oblige them as much as I can, of course.
I want more than that. I want a steady flow of resources going to Tupile. That's my second wish.
Are you here on behalf of the exiles? Of the ones that I've dealt with in the past? Or is this something else entirely?
I guess you can say that. Yeah, sure.
He doesn't know any difference between Allfather and like the New Jihad or anything. He just knows he has customers out in the exiled lands. So he's like, sure, okay, yeah. You want a steady flow of equipment? What kind of technology are you looking to acquire here?
Well, thing you need to understand is that there's going to be a lot of changes, especially in the Landsrod, and there's going to be changes to Tupile as well. I feel like it's going to be very lucrative for you if you make these deals with us, just because a lot's going to be changing.
Yeah.
What I want is I want food and I want necessities, but more than that, we need some of the more high-tech gadgets over there.
When you say high-tech gadgets, are you like implying like weapons, like
Stuff that can
specifically
kill
used
robots.
against? Yeah, thinking machine, anti-thinking machine. Like, okay.
Yeah, anti-thinking machines.
So what you're looking for is ancient technology, actually.
A little bit, yes.
And he's like, old tech. Now that is an unusual request. He's like, you know, going back in his mind, like, you want this, and he kind of like removes like a tablet looking device, and he kind of looks through a catalog of old technology, and he zooms in on one particular and he shows it to you. He flips it around so you can see the image, and it is that of like it looks like a blade, but it has like this electric current or light coming through it, not like a lightsaber per se, but it has like wiring and stuff like that going through it, and like a battery pack and stuff like that. And it's like, this is, I think, what you're seeking.
Yeah.
Just look in the assets section, because I remember this is in that chapter. I just don't remember the name of the thing right off the top of my head. Let's see. It is a pulse sword. I'll take a snapshot of this so you can take a look at it. I'll put it in the Discord. Let's see.
But one thing
The pulse sword is a melding of two different worlds, medieval and technologically advanced. These blades use vibrations to amplify the attacking power of the sword wielder, but as a result are rarely used on Arrakis due to the possibility of attracting worms. The vibration effect of the blade disrupts thinking machine gel circuitry. I think that's what you're looking for.
Correct. Ding, 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 ding.
That's old technology. Difficult to source, but it can be done. You want to have one so that you could replicate it? Or perhaps the blueprints to one?
100%.
Okay.
And how about manufacturing?
Manufacturing we can do here on Ix, unless you have your own manufactory on
you know how
the
to
two-pile lands.
Come on.
Well, I've not been. I can't speak from experience. You sound like you have quite a bit of experience in that regard. However, and Nessus nods and steps forward and is like, "Yes, I'm from there. So we do have our own means of manufacture, but whatever you can provide, we'll take." It's like, well, one thing for another, I suppose. He says.
Now,
what is it that you're willing to provide in exchange for this old technology that you're seeking?
Uncle, if you don't mind.
sure.
I'm curious about another piece of old tech, perhaps. That's just one blade. Perhaps something with a larger radius. Does that exist? Is that something you can get your hands on? A bomb, perhaps, that targets non-organics?
Yes, that's something that we can potentially source. Absolutely. This will take some time to dig up, but we can probably get it done within the week. How much of this ordnance are you looking to acquire?
I'd just like a couple prototypes first to test, if that's all right, and then bulk orders after.
That could be arranged, but he doesn't understand like the context behind all of this, so he's just like, yeah, it'll take up a couple months, maybe a year or two. Like he's just going to like, this is standard business protocol. Like, it'll take some time to find the thing and then research it, build it, test it, and then mass produce it, send it out, etc.
I'm afraid time's not something we have because the thinking machines are already here and have attacked.
Thinking machines? What do you? No, that's absurd. What?
Eloise looks at Daphne to see if this dude is utterly full of shit.
Yeah, I'll make my if that's all right, my discipline observe roll or communicate body language.
Okay.
Let's go with communicate body language. I assume that uh, the focus applies.
Yeah, 1 second. He's not trying to hide anything, so I mean, if you can manage to get a 2 or higher. Ooh, you want to use that last penny to re-roll?
I would.
Spend a
Yeah.
determination point, or what do you want to do?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hell
That's
yeah,
much better.
3.
Got 3 successes. You only needed a 2, so you get 1. Okay, so you're at 5. 5 momentum. Excellent. Yeah, you can spend some momentum to gain additional details. But from his body language, like he legitimately doesn't know what you're talking about when it comes to like, oh, thinking machines are coming and stuff like that. And he's just like, I don't understand. Thinking machines? Are you serious?
Yeah, they're
Deadly.
Deadly serious.
they destroyed the net. The
They destroyed
junction.
Junction with a Devastator. I'm sure you're
Well-
familiar.
They've also destroyed the Imperium, only most of the Imperium hasn't figured it out yet.
Yep.
This all sounds very conspiratorial.
It is.
Connect the dots, man. Why do you think the Emperor is making more Hayliners?
I don't know. Probably because Junction exploded and most
It
of
was
its
not.
fleet went
It
with
was destroyed by a Devastator.
Now that clicks in his mind. He's like, "Oh, what? Okay, that hasn't been seen in thousands of years. That's unheard of."
Can you source Devastators, Cal?
That's a tall ask. I mean, I can try. He says,
I'm just curious.
"Devastators, my God." Yeah, it's
Now
difficult
you.
to find technology, and he starts like thinking about it. And, hold on a second.
Someone sending secret messages.
It's not me.
Getting some threat.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That's
Uh
a roll.
oh. That was a roll from Callum.
Yep.
Oops.
So that's happening. And
Got a complication. That's good for us.
Yeah.
let's see.
Gary's got the thread to buy it off though.
Still has given me that name for that Hayliner.
Oh, good lord.
Determined on that.
Oh no.
Cool.
Jesus.
So he's like, you say Devastator and thinking machines and stuff like that. He's like, okay, yeah, I can probably sort something. He goes to the table and he's like thinking about it and he's like drawing up plans and stuff like that. And Daphne, your hyper awareness becomes you become keenly aware that this guy's sweating profusely now. And he's like starting to like go over the plans. Like, yeah, so I know that we have. Like the back in the archive, there's a vault, and then inside the vault we have old weaponry from the Balerian era. Is it hot in here? He's like wiping his brow like this, like, and
We
you
need to
see
get away-
Varys is like, wait a
You
minute,
should
what?
stop talking right now, sir.
We need to get
Why?
away from him right
What's-
now.
What's
We need to get
happening?
away from
He's
him
like-
right now.
You need medical attention.
And this is normally what I would say, roll for initiative, because then what you see his eyes kind of roll up into the back of his head, and like this light comes from, like starts like going like this across his forehead, and he just kind of stands upright. He reaches into his collar and pulls out what seems to be like a collar. He slaps it on real quick, but the collar is kind of like flared. And it almost has like a microphone.
Can I try
thing
and use
sticking
Prana
out.
Bindu to tackle him before he seals the collar?
Oh, you can try.
I
You-
will.
especially because you've seen him use this before, all the way back in season 2.
I
What?
love the try. Alright. I'm gonna use move,
Yeah,
which is my worst.
What's this collar?
But I'm gonna use justice.
you're gonna find out right now after I spend this threat right here.
I'm gonna use justice because I have a statement with justice.
Oh God.
Wow,
My
terrible
focus
fucking
does not apply.
rolls.
Oh yeah, no, it's still bad.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah, so
we got momentum. We got that determination point. Would be a good
you
idea.
do. I don't know why you didn't use it.
Yeah.
I'm using my threat. I'm just like, okay.
I'll use it right now. I'll use it right now to reroll that 18.
No. Hold on.
Oh.
Go ahead. You could spend that in the next
Oh.
exchange, shall we say?
Okay.
Because when you move to try to tackle him, he snaps on the collar and he goes. You hear like his voice start to get amplified. You hear a and when he speaks, like it fills the room. And remember what I told you about this room, that nothing gets in or out? Yeah, you're all locked in here with him.
Oh, God.
The sound wave comes out, hits you, and throws you to the far side of the room. So as a result, you take 2 points of damage to your battle stat, temporary damage.
Jesus.
Okay.
When that goes away. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me double check because actually I forgot to factor in the quality. Hold on. There's a quality to this item that he has.
Why? God damn it, Louise. Why'd you have to be a
3.
dick?
So there's hold on. No, so there's 2. It's 2 damage per point, and then you add another 3. So that's a total of 5.
Is
5
there
total.
is there a resistance?
What's your battle
throw?
score, Daphne?
Oh, it's just Daphne. Okay.
No, there's a resistance to defeat, resist defeat, but yeah.
My battle is 4.
Ooh, okay. So now we're gonna move right into resisting defeat. This is where things get potentially dangerous and dicey. Your ears start to your eardrums pop, and you feel like your eyes, your eyeballs are like being boiled inside the water of your face. As this thing comes over you, and like the rest of you are just kind of like in the cone of attack. Let's see here.
All right.
Resist to. Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I can reroll 1d20 on a move test because I've Prana Bindu.
Oh. Okay.
So I already rerolled that d20 because I rolled a little bit too fast, but we could just carry it forward?
Sure. That's fine.
Okay.
Let's see here. The resistance roll. Oh gosh.
Yeah, so I rolled a 10 and the target is 10.
So that's 1 success.
Two with the original, yeah.
With the original. Okay. 1 second.
Let me just change
Here it is.
my Twitch handle so I'll spend some Benny points.
I mean, that's another follower for me.
When you choose to resist defeat, it costs 1 point of momentum or add 1 threat, and it causes you to suffer a complication. This
Okay.
causes the loss of one of your assets, an advantage the enemy has gained over you, or some other hindrance that's suffered. The amount of momentum or threat needed to be spent to resist defeat increases by an amount equal to the quality of the asset. The quality of the asset is 3. So if you want to come away from this without being completely defeated for the rest of this scene, you have to spend 3 momentum, which will take you down to 2.
I will spend it.
Okay. So it takes every ounce of your Bene Gesserit Prana Bindu training to keep yourself from passing out and from blood to come out of your nose and your ears. Just like you have to maintain it because the blast from this thing is so strong that it flings you across. And he goes, takes a deep breath, and he focuses on the rest of you to try to get you all in one shot. It's initiative time. The players always go first, unless I spend threat, which I will. I'll spend 2, which will take me down to 6, and he'll choose to keep the initiative and use his sonic weapon again. Remember the sonic weapons from the original Lynch Dune? That's what this is.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
More deep.
Exactly. So he's like,
We got another Benny, by the way. If
oh,
anyone...
nice. So you're up to 2 then, I believe, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Mel's the best. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you,
All right.
Mel.
So he trains it on whoever's next, and because he targeted Daphne first, Varys immediately gets his blades out and goes to run this guy through. So of course he's going to target him and anyone else in his vector. You can, he's going to try to get an attack off on him and let the chaos begin.
Something tells me that this is the Allfather's doing.
Should I roll for Varys?
Please, yeah. This is going. Since he's going to have to match battle, versus his communication role. Essentially, is what he's doing.
All right. Sorry.
I'm gonna set up the roll here for a second for the difficulty. I'm gonna spend 1 threat here, so that's 5 left. He's going to roll communication power, 3 dice, and he has a focus with this weapon.
By the way, is my Varangian guard here?
Your Varangian guard is at arm's length in this particular scene, so they're outside of the room where they can't hear what's happening. So somebody would have to leave the room and go fetch them. He got 3 successes, so he needs to overcome a 3 battle or something to get the fuck out of the way. Or actually, in this case, he can't move out of the way of sound, but this is gonna be like a take cover, dampen the sound, etc.
All right. Would a dueling focus apply?
No, absolutely not.
Thought so. Gonna check anyway.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck
Benny,
me!
use the Benny.
What the fuck?
Use that Benny.
Alright, well, yes. So I'm going to use Mel's Benny, and then I am also going... Oh, wait, no, this isn't a move roll. The Prana Bindu doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna use Mel's Benny.
Alright, you're down to 1.
Okay, that's good.
3 success, that's 2. That's 2 out of 3, so that means 1 success gets through.
Use your determination point.
Which means... Wait, hold on. What did I get? I got 2 successes, excuse me. And he got 2 successes as well, I imagine, with a 3. So he does manage to, Oh, wait, no, he doesn't have a focus for battle, so that only counts as 1 success. So that means 1 got through, which means he takes 2 damage to his battle, plus 3. So that's another 5 damage to Varys. As he just goes, wah!
Okay.
He just goes, wah!
All right.
He just flies to the other side of the room, bam!
Quick question. Varys has on his sheet the reason I fight, justice, which is what I chose for the role.
Okay.
When you attempt a battle test using the chosen drive, and the drive statement aligns, you can reroll 1d20. The statement is true vengeance is thorough.
Well, he is trying to get vengeance for him hurting you, so yeah, that applies.
Right.
Do you want to spend the determination point?
I do, so I'm going to reroll that other d20. Oh, fuck yes!
Okay. So that allows you to get 2 successes to the 2, so that cancels it out. Okay. So he just gets hit with this wave and he gets knocked backwards. It is his turn now.
This man has been so close to
It's
death
our turn, right?
so many times.
Yeah, any one of you can go.
I know it's insane that Eloise is asking for combat to go first, but trust me.
Yeah.
Okay. So Eloise is going to stand up, take Melange, and tap into her prescience in a very immediate way. I'd like to spend did we just gain a momentum? Or can I do a mix of giving you threat and spending momentum?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so I'll spend our last 2 momentum and you get a threat for 2 extra dice for me. I'm going to inhaling spice this way, because I'm using a spice mutation, gives me it functions like a determination point. So I'm spending that determination point, and then the other 2 I have. So 3 of my d20s are 1s from the get-go.
Oh, so you want to spend a threat to get a Or how many d20s?
Two extra dice. So we have two.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So I was giving the leftover would be one threat to
Got
you.
Got it.
So I'm rolling 4 dice. I'm going to be spending 3 determination points on 3 of the 4 dice. 1 through spice, 2 through my determination points. As I go into this weird future prescience trance and just pull out the knife I've had since being exiled to that hell world, and just casually walk right up to Callum, and I'm going to shank him through the collar up here. So I'm going to roll 1d20.
Okay.
This is obviously battle, which I have no focus, and definitely justice. Definitely justice. 1 dice, no focus. As part of my minor spice mutation, I get to reroll when I'm using spice, so I will do it again and see if I can get this. Justice.
He's not good at battle, which is why he uses to communicate. But
typically.
Jesus Christ!
Wow,
I'll pay that off. I'll pay
that off with threat.
Yes, please.
Back to 9.
So I have 6 successes to shank him through the collar into his throat.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I will caution you. This is the cousin of the Earl.
I'm aware.
Do not kill him. Do not kill him. Just take the collar off.
That's why it's through. It's through. And also into the throat.
I mean, a through and through on the throat is not the same as a through and through in the torso.
Yeah. Just take
2. Wow, so he took 4.
4.
Jesus. That'll do it. That'll more than do it. He has to roll to resist defeat. Let's see here. I guess yeah. That will, scar him for life. Let's see. What cause of momentum? So add a threat. Okay, so I have to spend a threat to keep this guy potentially alive, or at least allow him the ability to resist. Let's see what this says here. Inflict defeat. Cost further by spending momentum. Okay. So, okay. So he tries to make a discipline roll to resist defeat. Power.
Question, can I can use those extra successes to remove an asset instead of causing harm, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, you can.
The collar's done, and then the rest will be applied to him. So he doesn't have to roll to not be defeated, but that collar is fucking done.
It is. It absolutely is.
And my knife's right on his throat, and I've cut him a little bit.
Yeah, you just kind of like wrenched it free, and you put the knife up against his throat, and you see like the light underneath his skin is getting brighter. His he's sweating more profusely, and his eyes are rolled up into the back of his head, just like the doctor back on, or the assistants back on Ikaz were, and he's like struggling to gain control of the knife from you. Now it's somebody else's turn on your group. He doesn't seem to be afraid of being killed, by the way, like in this particular state that he's in. Who's next among you?
Yeah.
Inessa like immediately like pulls her Mala pistol and tries to get a beat on this guy, like, move out of the way so I can shoot him. It's your call though, Archibald. It's your show. What do you want to do?
So can you tell that he's defeated? Has he given up?
He has not given up. No, he's fighting. He's actively fighting for control of the knife against Elois, because Elois just disarmed him from his most powerful weapon.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Is he like a scrawny shit?
Yeah, he's not made for battle at all.
Oh, I am going to take my foot and shove it straight in his gut.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, you motherfucker, you are.
Go ahead and roll battle, man. This is like, this is your domain. I'll set up the difficulty here for you. It's not gonna be a lot.
All right.
You have to beat 2 successes or higher.
Power. I'm gonna automatically use my determination points, so there's 2 anyways. But do I?
Before you roll. Okay, interesting. So one of your dice automatically turns to a 1. You get 2 successes. go ahead and roll the other one. This is your battle test with just one die instead of
just
2.
one die?
Unless you want to buy extra dice off of me with threat.
No, I'm good.
Okay, go ahead and roll. See what you got.
This is obviously going to be power. 1 dice. I used 1 determination point, right?
Yes.
Okay. Strategy. No, I'm just wanting to wail on his stomach right now. 2 successes.
Nice. Okay. So you matched him. So actually, he defended against whatever you just did
No.
because you did it.
Leo, that should be 3 because you spent a determination point.
Oh yeah.
So
3
that's-
successes.
Yeah.
So you did net 1 success, which turns to 2 damage onto his battle. Secretly, he has 4 battle, just like a lot of you. So he's halfway done already. He's struggling with the knife, and you run over and you put your boot right into his sternum, and he just goes. He
I
expels
literally
breath.
pick him up, pin him to the wall, and I'm like, "You are not a smart individual."
Yeah, he
Here I
doesn't seem
was
to be in
trying to be
control
nice.
of his faculties. This is not the same person you were talking to just a few moments ago.
I have an idea, but I don't know if I can do this out of turn.
Okay, so
Yeah, no, it's technically Inessa's turn.
Okay.
You know, you pin him up against the wall, and she just moves right over. She knows what she's looking at, and she goes to put a bullet right in his face.
and I tell Nessa, no, we need him alive.
What?
Yes, we need
Let
him
me
alive.
say, before you do that, let me try something.
All right, so she pulls back her weapon. It's technically his turn. He tries to get out from underneath your grasp, Archibald.
Oh no, stone grip right now, man.
Well, let's see. I mean, this guy is not exactly a powerhouse, but he is under control of somebody who is. Wow, and a and a complication. I'll just spend 2 threat and get rid of that. So I'm down to 3 threat. He tries to get out from underneath you, and he tries to throw a knee right into your groin, and try to push away. Go ahead and roll battle and see if you can match 2 or higher.
Okay,
And let me know if
battle.
you're spending if you want any threat for extra dice.
No, but I will spend my last determination point.
You have 2. Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I do from that last roll. Remember?
That's quite a expenditure. But yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, I'm not getting them next thing, so.
That
You
was
said
my
battle,
thought too,
right?
when I dropped 3.
I'm gonna obviously power 1 dice, right?
If you spend a determination point, yeah, just
Yeah,
1 dice
I'm
for
done.
battle. You get 2 successes plus whatever you roll.
No focus.
There it
Ooh.
is, 3.
Yep.
Yeah, right on the money. He tries to kick you in the groin. You block it. It's now back onto you, any one of you guys. Now is your chance, Elois, if you want to try something.
You can have a threat. I'm going to use the last line of my null zone power to see if I can cut off who's ever manipulating him.
Okay.
I realize there's probably just tech in him, and that's what's allowing it, but I
Hmm.
thought it's worth a try.
Go for it.
Oh, it's just you get a threat, and he is immune to prescience and clairvoyance.
Oh, perfect. Okay, that's
Yes,
that's
so
a solid.
that's why I was
solid
like, I don't
play.
know if this is gonna work, but we'll try. Yeah, Eloise
Wow.
walks over and just face palms him, and the weird. I assume after spending 3 determination points and spicing up, there's a weird
There's
weird
something
energy
strange happens,
around Eloise. But yeah, she just face palms him and does that null zone thing to see if it stops.
Yeah, you see, he just his eyes go back to normal, and the sweating stops, and the weird light underneath his forehead stops twinkling and stuff, and he's just kind of he's insensate. He falls to the ground, and you feel this sweeping motion, something come through you after that, and you feel you're completely exhausted. You need another hit of melange or whatever, because you're just oh fuck, you don't know what that was, but it took something out of you.
Well,
Yeah, so I think the way I'll have this like up here, Eloise does that confidently, strides over to the chair and like bends over and just fully empties her guts on the seat, and then like takes her like the instead of having the full suit that she does, her rebreather full of Milan, just another hit to like get back
Yeah.
to
You get back to normal, your baseline.
Well, it seems like
scenes everyone else while Eloise does that.
Yeah, you see everybody starting to recover. Varys gets up with his blades, and Inessa trains her weapon on this guy, despite him not, being a threat any longer. She doesn't trust it. It's like, what did she just do? What did you just do? She says, looking at you, Eloise.
Eloise just like,
I saved your life. She saved your life. That's all you need to know.
she takes the thing off.
He's one of them. He's one of his agents.
Yes, I've blocked him from the sight of every clairvoyant and prescient being in the universe.
But it's
She
good to
just
know
has
we're
this
pressing the right
dumbfounded
buttons.
look on her face, like, you did what? Okay.
I think at this point it's a good for another like appearance imitation. I think
Sure.
the gills like appear on the side of her neck, like, and
Makes sense.
flex as she says it.
Yeah. We see Varys comes up and he's like, we need to get him to the ship. Dr. Yue and Barbara.
And Inessa can help get whatever is happening here. I'll focus this until he's fixed. I need to put it elsewhere.
Take him to the ship, but I don't want him and Lysander in the same room until we have a better idea of what's going on with either of them.
Good call. How are we going to get him to the ship, though?
Well, we've got quite a lot of shuttles and such moving around thanks to the audit. We'll just have to time our movements carefully.
Oh, and since we saved your life, you're gonna give all of what we requested for free, including a name.
One thing at a time. He is completely like.
No, I assume
Yeah.
that was Varys talking.
Yeah.
He's like, okay.
Brother, can you make it look like he's had a few too many and we're escorting him to his chambers?
He smiles
think-
and nods. Yeah, I can do that.
Great.
We should probably also have some of the Varangians surround them just for an extra layer of cover.
Eloise will use first communicator. Any guild personnel on, is it Exprimeron? Is whatever
What?
planet we're on. Where she
it's-
where she
yeah.
was doing like the casual audit.
Oh, yeah.
Cause chaos now.
Oh, for House Vavar or whatever? Like,
No. Like where they are now in House Vernia. Still,
Oh, I see.
she wants like she's telling all the interns to fuck up as badly as possible right the fuck now. Dump papers, dump
Oh,
drinks,
so
whatever they
everyone's
need to
attention
do.
is there.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, you see, like, all this, the chaos gets elevated to a whole new level in the main hall, and we cut to a shot of, like, all this happening, and, like, this huge crush of people, and the security, like, hey, break it up, what's going on over here? And then, like, the doors open up, you see Varys and Vorsan, who's, like, like this, slumped over like this, and Varys has a drink in one hand, and he's like, it's the funniest thing I ever heard. I gotta tell you about my mother-in-law. Hold on a second. He starts taking him out of the palace.
Eloise will also like leave like some of the like a little like a bit of the puke, so it's clear like it's not just these two that were getting
Sure,
shit faced.
sure.
Yeah. She had too much clearly.
And in the background, it's just like this blurred, silhouettes, just like idling out of the conference room and disappearing into the chaos in the background. From there, I suspected you take them to the Ark and you facilitate
Yes.
what you wanted to do.
Yes.
Okay, so now you have the cousin of the Earl on board your Ark, on board your Hayliner.
He's not a hostage, he's an honored guest.
Of course
He
not.
can
Yes.
do
of
his
course
business on our ship.
Yes.
We wanted to share with him our special vintage. That's why.
Yue takes one look at this guy, and in the circumstances under which he's being brought in, he's like, "Another one? What is this?"
Just do it.
Oh God.
As you see, like us
Eloise
just
finds whatever
panting.
other open bed there is and lays on it herself.
It's funny. Okay, so you have this guy in your custody right now. Obviously, Yue and Beatrice are going to need some time to develop some kind of a treatment for anybody who has the nanites on the frontal lobe. They can do that if you can buy them sufficient amounts of time, which gets to the next point. You still have those two audits that you want to run, one on House of Avar and one on House Randall. Which one is the one that you obviously wanted to focus on House Randall's audit while you send somebody else to do the Avar one? You can do that, but in order to perform the one on Randall, you'd have to travel from Ix to Petra 2, which is their homeworld, or unless you want to secure the express authority from the Earl to go straight to Petra 3 and say, like, I have something here on behalf of the Earl. You're gonna let me in, or else. The option is always yours, of course.
You said you wanted me to go to Varys, or what? What's
No, hold on. So Eloise is using her personal communicator again.
We're all together, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Right, so.
But we're not with the Earl, is the thing.
Mhm.
So Eloise will personally, presuming that they had exchanged like that level of, I mean, I assume so because I'm the fucking administrator,
Of course.
and he's the Earl. So yeah, she will contact him directly. And I think I have to pay you threat for this.
Sure.
Let me see. Hold on. Master innuendo. Choose to increase the difficulty test by 1. Okay. So I'm going to try to communicate to him that Callum was compromised by thinking machines. We have him aboard my vessel now. We're going to treat him. Because I am doing you a deep favor by protecting him from what would have been certain death. I need your express permission to go to Randall 3. But I want it cloaked in hidden language, but only he understands. So whatever the difficulty would be +1 for me.
Oh, whatever the difficulty is to communicate that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like there is like a hidden meaning that like I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
In case somebody's listening in or something. Okay. That's good. Okay, so it's just gonna be whatever it is for him to grasp it, I guess. Let's see something here. 1 second.
I assume I have to make the communicate test. I think it's for me to like be clever enough with my words that he gets it and only he gets it.
This is truth. So
I think for me it's duty.
it's fine. Yes. For subterfuge, the difficulty is going to be 3. So with the +1 is 4.
Fuck my life. Can I pay you a threat?
Sure, always. 3 with a possible, no complication there, but potential room for miscommunication. You do have a Benny that you could use to re-roll the 18. However,
I
your
will do
last
so.
one.
I will do
Okay.
so. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so
dice.
go ahead and re-roll that die. See if you get that success.
Fuck you, dice.
Oh, by 1? You missed it by 1? Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, you try to basically... What is it that you tell him, like, without the subtext? Like, oh, I need
Without the
permission.
subtext, we have Callum. His brain was about to be fried because he's been infected by Allfather, the thinking machine. I've cut off him from every prescient and clairvoyant in the universe. We're going to treat him. I need you. This is a favor I'm doing for you because I'm pretty sure you didn't want us to kill him. I need express permission to audit Randall 3 first.
Huh. Hmm. Uh, um. Yeah. I'll let you succeed at cost.
Love that for me. Love
Yeah.
it. Just love that.
So basically, you don't know what the hidden danger is here, but it's not going to come from House Vernius. I'll tell you that right now, or at least not right away. He's like, sure, I'll grant you express permission. I'll have one of my envoys come up and deliver my 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 decree immediately, within the hour,
Thank you so much, Earl.
of course. And you begin
Your
plotting a course.
what's Callum's title?
Envoy. His
Your
cousin.
envoy is enjoying our finest beverages aboard our guild ship. We will return him to you as soon as he recovers.
I'm sure he is, and I
Eloise does the
appreciate the.
fakest laugh imaginable, like
I'm sure he is, and we appreciate the hospitality. After that, do you plot a course?
Randall 3 it is.
Okay, and that's where we'll stop. As you start to pull into the research facility of House Randall on Petra 3, to be
Oh,
greeted by
Petra
their staff. All right.
Are all of us going to Petra 3?
Yes, we're all fucking going at this point. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Never mind.
It's gonna be a group effort, I'm sure.
Okay.
The fucking envoy was infected by All Father. Are you kidding me? We're splitting up. We're not doing it.
Good point. Hey, we are pressing the right buttons, though.
You are pressing the right buttons. You are
Yeah.
correct. You're pressing all of All Father's buttons.
As I say, the fact that he keeps trying to kill us so openly and obviously is a good sign.
Well, that and on top of that,
I mean, kind of.
he's killing us with certain actions that we're taking. So, like, I went to him to get new technology to kill his things.
You did the right
doesn't
thing.
want
No, this is attacking his network. This is
Yeah.
going
Yes.
after his supply line. So you made all the right moves there. Absolutely. That's all we have for tonight, everybody. But we'll continue our adventures into the Imperium next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's just go around the virtual tabletop one more time to introduce our wonderful cast, beginning with Aaron.
Hello, everyone. I am Aaron. Pronouns again, she, Faye. I'm pretty much everywhere as Great Cthulhu in some fashion, except for a certain hell site. I played Administrator Eloise, who wishes she had more skills than she does, but utilizes the ones she has pretty well, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I also loved spending 3 determination on one fucking roll. Yeah, I have nothing, but this is my only stream currently for the moment, but look forward to some maybe casting calls in the future, because I've been reading Spire for no reason at all. That's it for me.
Leo.
Hello. My name is Leo. You can find me here. So if you want to look at me and yeah, you can find me here at Stolen Fires. And today I played Archibald, and on another hand, I will find that Hayliner. That's kind of right now my big objective.
You're close. I will tell you, you're close. And last but not least, of course, Rachel.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I am Stolen Fires, which you probably knew because here you are. Hello and thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this show. You can find this and all other previous shows on the Stolen Fires channel on YouTube. You can also come back here on Monday, where we will be running Lost Mines of Phandelver. Our Tuesday show is a little bit up in the air. But next week on Saturday, we will also be doing Prowlers and Paragons, a superhero RPG. It's a lot of fun. And then next week, we'll be here with a full house, ready to find out what awaits us on Petra 3.
All right, I've been Eric, aka Recluse Online. You can find me lurking around on the Stolen Fires Discord. Thank you all for playing, and a big thanks to our viewers and fans for tuning in. Head on over to uscpr.org and pcrf.net. Share the link on social media to help spread the message in an effort to get others involved in the struggle. Donate what you can and advocate for Palestinian rights. Again, that's uscpr.org for the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights and pcrf.net for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. And as always, bless the Maker and his water, bless the coming and going of him, and may his passage cleanse the world.
And fuck ice.
And fuck ice!
And
yeah!
fuck ice.
Good night, everybody.
Two more people today. Okay, good night.